DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Thanksgiving as we break down this Game 82 matchup with, ironically, the Orlando Magic, the most likely Celtics opponent now in the first round. Celtics took 2 out of 3 from Orlando in November, but that was many months and many injuries ago. They have been, in many ways, the Celtics polar opposite this year, but they're finally healthy. Is this the worst possible first-round opponent for the Celtics? Or in terms of being challenged, the best? We'll discuss. We'll take our trip around the NBA, run you through what is still on the line in the final night of the season. And if you missed it, late Friday, 3 triple-doubles in one game and all kinds of chaos around the league.
Cody Williams on the left hand, dribble drive, denied inside, picked up Conchar over the shoulder. Oh, that is wild, T. Yeah. Wow, magician Conchar, no looker.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
You know, we're going up against a team that is in a win situation, and they're really good. But two, you know, you see all the, not everybody sees all the work that these guys put into, whether it's an optional shoot, whether it's a practice, whether it's a shoot around.
But coming up next, so many boxes checked in this extraordinary Celtics season. There's really only one left on Friday night. Wrap up a stunning division title and the East 2 seed that came with it. But in a year in which the Celtics have constantly over-delivered, they did it again. The win and the title seed and the seed, sure. But also an NBA record on top of it. Yeah, we'll look back to the night. A record number of threes is what clinched seed number 2 in one special night. Ugo steps to his right, takes the 3. Got it! Ugo Gonzalez with 79 seconds left has tied the NBA record. To catch it out of the Celtics in the Magic season finale. A season worth celebrating. We'll start doing just that next on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Apartments.com makes it easier than ever for our busy renters to find the perfect new home. In fact, you can apply for a place with the click of a button from literally anywhere, even from here.
Oh, a 3-bedroom townhome with 2 wood floors! A fitness center! Walk-in closet, here I come!
Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Ah, the smell of spring savings. Hi, Justin from Stop & Shop here to remind you that we have over 10,000 items on sale every week. But for some reason, saving money in the spring just makes you feel more alive. Makes you want to try things, like a new kind of protein bar, a different seltzer flavor, or you can go crazy and try that new yogurt you've had your eye on. No matter what's on your shopping list, with 10,000 items on sale, you'll find plenty of feel-good spring deals. Good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR after the game.
Kind of like earlier, like we didn't really know how it was going to look going into the season, and then obviously losing the first 3 games of the year in the back of everyone's head, it's kind of like, man, what's it going to look like this year? But we kind of figured out who we were and just rode the wave of taking it day by day and trying to be the harder playing team, the smarter team, and bringing it every single night, and that led to a lot of wins.
That's Sam Hauser summing up what we've got about 3 hours today to try to sum up, which is what exactly did the Celtics accomplish in this extraordinary regular season that we will forever remember as the gap year, which we will say derisively when people were trying to call it that from the very start. Welcome back to Charleston Star Market Celtics tonight. It is Game 82 of this most unique season, and tonight will be as unique a night as there will be in the season because pretty much every Celtic you can think of, that would be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Derek White and Peyton Pritchard and Neemias Queta and Ugo Gonzalez and Vucevic and Pritchard, all out for Game 82 here. Because what makes this fascinating is that, of course, this game is meaningless for the Celtics, but not only is it not meaningless for the team on the other side, the Orlando Magic, who still have a very, very, very outside chance to win the play-in tournament. They need to win to secure home court in the 7-8 play-in game, which, of course, is going to be the team that plays the Celtics. So it feels very much, Max, like this is not Game 82, but rather the first of an 8-game series against Orlando.
I think it's going to be Philly. For whatever reason, in my gut, that's what I'm thinking right now in my head. I like Orlando, what they have, their opportunity, they're getting better. One of the Wagner brothers still out. I don't see him looking like he's going to play, but very interesting series those two play.
But they are generally healthy anyway. We'll talk about Orlando as healthy as they have been throughout the course of the year, playing as well maybe as they have throughout the course of the year, and how, irony of ironies, this is a matchup in the first round if it happens with Boston and Orlando, and that's the most likely scenario. A lot of people thought that was very possible at the start of the year, but with Orlando in the 2 spot and maybe Boston in the 7 spot. But before we look ahead to the matchup, and I tell you, I'm going to give you a few more minutes to guess who the 5 guys are who are starting for the Celtics tonight, including a player making his first NBA start. Before we look ahead to that, we look back to Friday night when the Celtics didn't just wrap up the Atlantic Division, didn't just wrap up the number 2 seed, they set an NBA record in the process. Celtics will wear the alternate black jerseys tonight. Green numbers, white letters, they go right to left. New Orleans in the home white tonight. Navy blue, letters and numbers trimmed in gold. They will go left to right. Opening tip won by New Orleans. They will go on offense first. Jaylen Brown, diagonal kick out. Hauser straightaway 3.
Bomb squad tonight.
Hauser needs 10 threes in the 2 games this weekend. The Celtics who repeat their feat of a year ago with 3 guys at 200. Jaylen Brown wins it. Hauser has to get rid of it, but so he hands the grenade to Derek White, who hits the 3.
You're like, Sam, you thought the clock was going off, don't you?
A little grimace, a little smile on Sam's face. He didn't realize it. Vucevic is the second Celtics sub in. He enters the Jaylen Brown kick out. Ugo Gonzalez getting some run tonight. His quick 3 is no good. Offensive rebound. Vucevic inside out on Derek Queen. Taps it home, and the Celtics have an early 10-point lead.
You want to see that kind of stuff from him.
Jaylen steps to his left, and his 3 is right down the middle. The Celtics want to leave no stone unturned tonight. Get this business taken care of early. They've made 8 threes here already. Instead, Derek White to Pritchard. Hauser bounce pass into the left corner. How about a Derek White 3?
That was great patience then by the Celtics. They wanted to get that ball to guards. Had a man in front of them, had a man behind them.
Derek White, that chase down steal. And here's Pritchard stepping back on the right side. Enters in down low to Garza. Scores off the window. And the foul. This is men against boys right now.
Wow. And he actually got fouled before he went in the active shooting. But I think they're going to give it to him.
Pritchard steps back away from Peavy and hits another 3. Third of the half for Pritchard. 12th already for the Celtics.
It's nice to see him get on at this time of the year.
Jaylen Brown back in the game for Pritchard. Now Hauser left side, pulls up on Fierce at the elbow. Kicks to the corner. Jordan Walsh contested 3 over Jordan Poole is good. The Celtics just keep extending the lead. It's up to 29 now. Celtics have made 23s. Hauser catches, rises, hits again. He caught that ball at his knees. He rises up, knocks down his 7th 3 in 19 minutes. Timeout, James Borrego, as the Boston Celtics on Atlantic Division clinching night at the Garden lead by 40. Driving, throws to the corner. Tough pass for Harper to catch. Harper shovels back to Pritchard, who relocates and knocks down the 26th 3 of the night. 4th for Pritchard. Celtics 3 away from the NBA record. Ugo steps to his right, takes the 3. Got it! Ugo Gonzalez with 79 seconds left has tied the NBA record, 29 threes in a single game. Inbound to Hawkins. The clock hits triple zeros. And the gap year Boston Celtics cross the finish line first in the Atlantic Division for the 27th time, and they have wrapped up the 2 seed for a second consecutive year in the Eastern Conference, and they do it by blowing the New Orleans Pelicans off the map. The final score in Game 81, Boston 144, New Orleans 118. Clinching the 2 seed, clinching the 27th Atlantic Division title for the Celtics, and tying the record with 29 threes. And I know you and I were very much in agreement when we looked down at Joe Mazzulla and he waved off Baylor Scheinman, who looked at him like a kid on Christmas morning, like, please, can we open the present now and shoot for that 30th 3 in the NBA record? And Joe Mazzulla just gave him a look like, no, son.
I
don't
like
do
the
it.
fact, you know, There's a way to play the game, and I love it even today. And I hate even the bus where we're at, but it's showing our buddy Jim Edmonds up here with. I just love this situation.
We got a lot of stuff to get to today. We have a lot of people who are involved in their final game today. Don't be a prisoner in the moment, but they are honoring our friend Jim Edmonds, who we will talk about later, because obviously I got a lot to say about it, because I don't think people appreciate, of all of the jobs connected to sports broadcasting, and people don't understand the import of, to me it is television director, and Jim Edmonds, who is one of the best to ever do it. He has affected your life watching Celtic games more than you realize over the last 4.5 decades. But we have a ton of stuff to get to, and the same amount of time we got to squeeze it all in. So we talk about the 29 threes that the Celtics got the other night. It matches the NBA record that they set. It also is the second time this week it has happened, which is a pretty good indication that things have gotten out of control in the league. And wait till we get to some of the games that are on the schedule today. Situation for the Celtics, they are the number 2 seed and the division champions. That we know. What it comes down to, who will the Celtics play in the first round? That's all you care about right now. The overwhelming favorite right now is the team we're about to see, the Orlando Magic. There is a scenario that the Toronto Raptors could fall into the play-in. That would involve them losing today. How many times have you ever heard me mention a point spread in the 25 years we have been on the air together?
Very seldom.
How about none? But I am today, because I can tell you that the Toronto Raptors, it's the age in which we live, right? The Toronto Raptors are 24-point favorites today against the Brooklyn Nets. The Toronto Raptors would have to suffer a series of calamities like Mr. Burns' softball team in The Simpsons that time when he got all the ringers and they all one by one all fell by the wayside. That's what would have to happen for the Raptors to lose that game to Brooklyn today. So they are not going to drop into the 7-8.
Let me point this to you. Sean Grande always says, on a night like tonight, the impossible
not tonight.
I'm just saying what you've said to me.
Here's my point.
Many times before.
The irony is 6, 7, and 8 right now. Toronto is in the 6th spot. Orlando's in the 7th spot. Philadelphia's in the 8th spot. And all three of those teams are completely teed up to win their game. Toronto, an overwhelming, almost record favorite today against Brooklyn. The Orlando Magic are a monster favorite today against a Celtics starting lineup that will feature Ron Harper, Max Schulga, Baylor Scheinman, Jordan Walsh, and Luka Garza. And Philadelphia's last game today, in a game they need to win, they're hosting Milwaukee.
Well, here's what a lot of the people from Orlando are saying. They said, it was them talking, we would rather face Detroit. They feel like that series would not be as competitive if they played against the Celtics.
I think that is going around. Everybody would rather play Detroit than play Boston right now. But if you're in a 7-8 game, you're not going to tank the 7-8 game with a chance to miss the playoffs in the next game. There's no circumstance to me that Orlando is going to somehow not win the game on Tuesday night because they want to play Detroit.
Anybody got any popsicles out here? Getting a headache.
It is getting, well, let me put it this way. It's not nearly as complicated as it was. A week ago, Orlando was towards the bottom of a 6-team pile as to who was going to face the Celtics in the first round. Now they are at far and away at the top of that list. Philadelphia is the runaway number 2 choice, and there's still, in theory, a 5 or 6% chance it could be Toronto. It's a 0% chance. It's not going to be Toronto. They're not going to lose that game to Brooklyn today. You can come up with some crazy thing that I'll do some crazy, wacky thing, you can come up with if Toronto somehow loses that game today to Brooklyn. Now, what makes the Orlando Magic dangerous is their health. We just saw the New York Knicks. They were put together last year. They got Mikal Bridges. Why? To beat the Celtics. The Orlando Magic were eliminated by the Celtics last year. Why? Because they couldn't shoot. What did they do? They got Desmond Bane to correct the problem so that they could beat the Celtics. And they were all set this year to do it. They have had the opposite year. With everything has gone right for the Boston Celtics this year. Everything has gone wrong for the Orlando Magic. But here they are at the end of the year. Everybody is healthy. And assuming it's Orlando next weekend, and I am for the sake of this conversation, assuming it's going to be Orlando next weekend, they can erase 6 brutal months with 1 good week.
I always like to say that. Good luck.
Sometimes your wisdom, I like to let it just
just let it marinate.
Soak right in. All right, the other thing we're going to be doing throughout the course today, we have a lot of people to acknowledge because, remember, this is the last day for local television. Local television doesn't get to do any playoff games anymore. So Max and I have already mentioned Jim Edmonds, the longtime TV director here. Howie Singer, our longtime TV director of the New York Knicks, our good friend. And, of course, an ESPN national game today Mark Jones is broadcasting his final game with Doris Burke today. So we have a lot of people to acknowledge. And one of the other things we're going to do throughout the course of the day today in honor of Jaylen Brown having this MVP caliber first-team All-NBA season, we started this discussion of the best individual Celtics season over the last 25 years. And this has become a lot more complicated for me over the last couple of days to try to figure it out and slot them. And the primary reason why, Max, because I can't pick these Jason Tatum seasons apart. They've been so good, and it's impossible. Which was better, Jason Tatum in 2025 or Jason Tatum in 2023? It's almost impossible.
Well, that's the consistency of a player like that. He's a great player, and he's consistently been good, and most of the time, great.
That's a good topic for Felker and Mass. How come Jason Tatum never gets better? How come he's the same player every year? That's how they'd spin it. Max's Player to Bank On, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank on the road to Banner 19. And this year, our friends at CSB are celebrating a banner year of their own, 175 years and just getting started. Visit ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF.
Sherman, tonight, he's going to get a bunch of shots, a bunch of looks tonight. He'll get an opportunity to make more than those 6 trays or whatever he's been making.
Shireman and Jordan Walsh guarding Banchero and Wagner, to me, is the most interesting subplot of this game if the Celtics can make this interesting. Max's Keys to the Game, brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more. Rory Lash with the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com. Can I throw in a wild card?
Go ahead.
Something to keep in mind, should there be a Game 1 here next weekend? The Boston Celtics are dead last in the NBA in free throw attempts because of the way they play. Guess who's first?
Orlando. With Banchero, those guys, they want to attack the rim. So, yeah, try to keep them off the line. Mine would be just stay healthy. Stay healthy for the Celtics. That would be the key to what you want to do tonight.
They're doing everything they can by bubble wrapping the top 9 who will not play in the season finale today. Still to come on the Game 82 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla about how you celebrate a season like this when everything is going to be judged on what happens starting next weekend. We'll have that conversation with him and how much he enjoys a game like this today with the Celtics going in as huge underdogs because he hasn't had a coach like that very often. We will take our trip around the NBA, just catch you up very quickly on the playoff scenarios for today. There are still a few spots up for grabs when we return. Jake Seymour has Sports Hub headlines. Break up the Red Sox. They've won 2 consecutive series, 4 out of 5. Bruins are in the playoffs. It's all coming up springtime here in Boston, leading to Game 82. Celtics and the Orlando Magic on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Standard Process Zypan delivers digestive enzyme support using certified organic ingredients grown on our own Wisconsin farm. No pesticides, no GMOs. Backed by 95 years of quality and innovation that has been trusted and recommended by healthcare practitioners since 1929. Choose premium wellness. Find Zypan on Amazon.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy 1 Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
When you can truly see Providence, every moment feels more alive. From sunrise over our skyline to the faces you pass every day, PVD is full of details worth seeing. At TLC Laser Eye Centers, Dr. Ezra Galler, a trusted refractive surgeon, and his caring team are here to make your LASIK journey seamless. And if you're getting a tax refund this year, it could be the perfect time to invest in your vision. Start seeing life in Providence like never before. Schedule your free consultation at TLC Laser Eye Centers today.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The Red Sox have won back-to-back series for the first time in 2026 with a 9-3 victory over the Cardinals. Brian Bale picked up his first win of the season, and Jarren Duran knocked in 3 runs with a double in the 4th inning. The Sox head to Minnesota for a 3-game set against the Twins starting Monday at 7:40 p.m. And James Higgins, the Bruins' first-round pick in the 2025 draft, will make his NHL debut tonight against the Blue Jackets. Ryan Johnson and Bob Beers have puck drop at 6 p.m. on 98.5 The Sports Hub. And the Masters is nearing its conclusion. Rory McIlroy, who is looking for his second consecutive win at Augusta National, has a 3-stroke lead through 13 holes. I'm Jake Seymour. Granny and Max go around the NBA next on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Hi. At Stop & Shop, we know we can't change everything you don't like about shopping. But we're going all out to improve what we can. Because you deserve an easier way to save. With over 10,000 items always on sale, easy access to digital coupons through our in-store savings station, and deals that go on week after week, you're sure to get what you need for a price you'll love. With so many ways to save, good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let them know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax. Okay.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
A few years ago, some bath remodeling companies around here sold out to private equity. What happened next? Prices went up, quality went down, and customer service? Gone. And now, so are they. At Bay State Bath, our name's on the door, and our family's in the business. We live here, we work here, and we'll be here tomorrow. We're not selling out, we're showing up. Bay State Bath, remodeling your bath in just one day.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
We have game 82. We've got the Celtics. We've got the Orlando Magic, who may very well be right back here next weekend for game 1 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals, just as they were a year ago. In the meantime, on this 82nd and final game day of the NBA regular season, we take our trip around the league, brought to you by the New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard.
Cody Williams on the left hand, dribble drive, denied inside, picked up Conchar over the shoulder. Oh, that is wild, T. Yeah. Wow, magician Conchar, no looker.
Quick bowler, Jack, our guy Thurl Bailey, Utah Jazz TV the other night, because if you missed it, I guarantee you missed it. 3 players had triple doubles. This is what Max was talking about, that anything can happen in these crazy days in the final, at the end of the regular season. Bezbang, John Conchar, and Jamal Mashak all had triple doubles in that Memphis-Utah game. And you're saying, I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, anything can happen.
All right, I mentioned the Eastern Conference scenarios. The Western Conference scenarios really come down to this. Who gets home court? The 8-9, the Portland Trailblazers, who got no love with Tiago Splitter coaching them. They moved ahead of the Clippers. If they win today, they finish 8th, and the Clippers finish 9th. And Portland will have 2 chances to get to the playoffs, and you're going to have a 9-10 elimination game with Kawhi and the Clippers against Steph and the Warriors.
Ooh, interesting game.
And then Denver and the Lakers could either finish 3 or 4 in the Western Conference. Everybody kind of sweating that out as far as the brackets are concerned. We've got the Celtics. We've got the Orlando Magic, game 82. A lot to get to today, including Joe Mazzulla next to the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
At Stop & Shop, we know we can't change everything you don't like about shopping. But we're going all out to improve what we can. Because you deserve an easier way to save. With over 10,000 items always on sale, easy access to digital coupons through our in-store savings station, and deals that go on week after week, you're sure to get what you need for a price you'll love. With so many ways to save, good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why, just like you, he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Most people would rather assemble a 300-piece cabinet than search for insurance. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
Texting and driving? Big risk, big consequences. You risk traffic tickets, fines, and if you crash and injure someone, you could even go to prison. Pay attention or pay the price. Brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
A few years ago, some bath remodeling companies around here sold out to private equity. What happened next? Prices went up, quality went down, and customer service? Gone. And now, so are they. At Bay State Bath, our name's on the door, and our family's in the business. We live here, we work here, and we'll be here tomorrow. We're not selling out, we're showing up. Bay State Bath, remodeling your bath in just one day.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR after the game.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Beasley Media Group's 105.7 WROR. WROR HD1. Framingham, Boston. 80s and more. More hits. More variety. Way more 80s.
Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla is brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. They make shopping, saving, and meal planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deal and Delivery app or the Star Market Deal and Delivery app today. Now here's Grandy with Mazzulla.
All right, Jake, thank you. Joe, just before we get into this game, and I know you love these games, and with good reason, and it's kind of an interesting day when so many guys are out, but I was curious if there was any extra discussion about guys playing today, because on the one hand, it's obvious. On the other hand, with the full week between games, was there any more discussion than there might normally be about, well, maybe we should have a couple of guys play today?
No, I mean, I think, at the end of the day, I thought, the guys did their job. We did what we had to do. And the most important thing at this point is how do we get better? We stay healthy, and then we get ready for a great week of practice. But on the other side of that, it's you owe it to the guys who are playing. Yeah. This is, we always talk about the next game being the most important game. Well, from their perspective, it is, and I think that's how we should approach it because of all the work that these guys have put in throughout the year.
And this is what I love the evidence of this, because you've literally had 1 2-day gap at home without games since the All-Star break, and now you'll have 5, and all the work you just talked about will be put in. Maybe it'll be 6 days. But I imagine this game today triggers something in you that just brings joy.
Yeah. One, obviously, we're going up against a team that is in a win situation, and they're really good. But 2, you see not everybody sees all the work that these guys put into, whether it's an optional shoot, whether it's a practice, whether it's a shoot around. Pre-game, post-game, days off, we land, they still come in. And so all that culminates to an opportunity to kind of let all the work that the guys put in and to be a part of that is special.
And what's different about today is that these guys, if you have a game in Houston and Ron on the second night of a back-to-back, he steps up and joins the regular group or what's there of the regular group to have a big game. We've seen that from time to time. Amari had a couple of games early in the year where he came in with the regular group, right, in the Brooklyn game, and he ended up having a start the following week. But here's a situation where Max, Amari, Ron, some of these guys have played multiple games together throughout the course of the year, which I imagine gives you at least in paper, in theory, a few more options.
No question. And also you can get to different stuff, So like different lineups can do different defensive coverages. They could do different offensive schemes, and kind of being able to go to some of that is a lot of fun to kind of watch them play to their strengths.
All right, you don't want to look ahead. It's my job to do it. So, obviously, in starting all of my work for Orlando for what I think is going to be next weekend, they're a known commodity when they have everyone, which they do. The first thing I make a note of, the first thing that jumped to me, we know that you're last in the NBA in free throw attempts. but I don't think people realize that they are first.
Yeah, I mean, they shot 40 the other night against somebody, and, that's the number one key is you have to be able to defend without fouling. They do such a good job of drawing fouls in different ways, too. They draw them in transition. They draw them on isolations. They draw them on pick-and-roll drives. They just do a great job. They have multiple guys that can get to the free throw line, and defending without fouling is the first step against these guys because they're going to get into the paint, with some of the players that they have. We have to be able to keep them off the free throw line.
How do you draw fouls? How does a team draw more fouls in transition? I'm not sure I've ever heard that expression.
Well, the way they get out and run, and they got guys that are able to do it. They got those guys, once they get into the paint, they have great footwork, making their 2-on-1 reads, but they know how to take on contact. They know how to finish with contact. It's, especially Banchero and Bauer, and both those guys do an amazing job at that.
Ton of games the last few years. I think there's only one name that people are going to hear today and then maybe beyond that they're not that familiar with, and he has just fit in like a glove, is Jamal Cain.
Yeah, I mean, he was in Miami for a little while. But here, just his ability to offensive rebound, his ability to make corner threes, but his competitiveness and his toughness, he takes their team to a different level, and he's gotten better and better in his career.
All right, that's Joe. We discussed a variation on this when you clinched the playoff spot a few weeks ago, but part of the burden and, I guess, privilege that comes with this organization for all of us is that seasons are measured by what is about to happen, not what has happened over the last 6 months. But does this, and I'll say it as someone who has given over half his life to this league, this exceptional regular season deserve some kind of recognition, even if it's just for today?
I think what it does is just gratitude and perspective. I think when I think of a successful organization or season, I think of all the people that put the time that goes into it. Like I think I said it the other day, by the time the ball's tipped tonight, and it's different for home games, but like take an away game, for example, by the time the ball is tipped on an away game, so much has gone into getting to that point, from security team, equipment team, guys unloading the trucks, the sports science staff, the assistant coaches. Like there's just everything has to go right in order for for there to be success. And really grateful for all the people that give us a chance to be able to do that. By the time we get to the court, things are as they're supposed to be, and it gives us the best chance to win.
Fan Appreciation Night, everybody Appreciation Night, next on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Playing mobile games and not getting rewarded for it is a thing of the past. Why haven't you switched yet? If you're going to spend the time playing, you should be earning rewards doing it. With Missed Play, you play what you love and earn points for gift cards and more. Plus, you can enter the Missed Play sweepstakes for your chance to win tens of thousands of dollars in cash, bundles, and gift cards every week. So yeah, keep playing games. Just maybe get rewarded for it. Download Missed Play today and enter for your chance to win.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, right now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
Ah, the smell of spring savings. Hi, Justin from Stop & Shop here to remind you that we have over 10,000 items on sale every week. But for some reason, saving money in the spring just makes you feel more alive. Makes you want to try things, like a new kind of protein bar, a different seltzer flavor, or you can go crazy and try that new yogurt you've had your eye on. No matter what's on your shopping list, with 10,000 items on sale, you'll find plenty of feel-good spring deals. Good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
Hi, this is Bob and LBF from Boston's famous Bob and LBF in the Morning.
Want an easy way to stay up to date with celebrity news, fun local stories, and more? Check out WROR.com.
Or the free 105.7 WROR app. They're packed with fun just for you.
And everyone else.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
What's better than a victory lap in front of your home fans, clinching a division title, and a season's worth of unexpected generational overachievement to secure a top 2 seed for the playoffs? How about chasing an NBA record in the process? Friday night at the Garden, the gap year Boston Celtics added even more accolades to throw into that gap. Bad pass on the drive by Hawkins, easily picked off. Live ball turnover. Pritchard for Hauser, open, Ames, fires, 3 more. 8th of the night for Sam Hauser, 25th for the Boston Celtics with a minute to go in the third quarter. Next weekend, the Celtics open the playoffs just as they did a year ago as division champions in the 2 seed. But for now, for one night, a celebration of one of the most remarkable regular seasons in franchise history. The Celtics close it out against the team they are likely to face to begin the postseason. Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the world championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, nicely done, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the world championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At a sold-out TD Garden for game number 82. Fan Appreciation Day, Fan Appreciation Night at TD Garden as the Celtics take on the Orlando Magic. And it's going to be a fascinating night on a variety of levels to celebrate the season that has been, to look ahead to what is going to be, which is pretty interesting when you consider the team that it's going to be. It's probably the one on the other side tonight. As we check out the starting lineup, brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Orlando, full strength, going full in tonight in a game they want to win to have the outside chance to move into the playoffs at the 6th seed, but more likely get home court in a 7-8 game on Tuesday night. They will start Jalen Suggs off injured with Desmond Bane, their big offseason acquisition in the backcourt. Franz Wagner in and out of the lineup this year. Paolo Banchero in and out of the lineup last year. Wendell Carter starting at center. The Celtics tonight. Yep. You had a few minutes to think about what the starting lineup was going to be. Here's what it will sound like.
Baylor Sherman, Creighton University.
Jordan Walsh, University of Arkansas.
Ron Hubbard Jr., Rutgers.
Luka Garza, University of Iowa.
So, if you had Harper, Shulga, Shireman, Walsh, and Garza as the 5 starting for the Celtics in Game 82, you win a prize. Now, Orlando has to win. All the pressure's on them today. Celtics are playing with house money, nothing to lose, and you got kids out there. The one thing about playing for Joe Mazzulla is 99 times out of 100, you make a mistake, you're getting yanked. Not tonight.
Baylor Sherman, 40 tonight, 40. Mark it down.
I don't know if that's the guy. To me, if I were to pick somebody to have a crazy statistical game, scoring game for the Celtics, it'd probably be Ron Harper, who led the G League in scoring per game. Opening tip brought to you by Gulf. Score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Gulf celebrating 125 years of fueling every journey. Official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics, who have not seen the Orlando Magic. And here's how long it's been. The Magic have not played the Celtics this year when the Celtics were over 500. The Celtics beat Orlando here in November in the last meeting between these teams, the Sunday before Thanksgiving. That moved them over 500 for the first time at 9-8. And obviously, the Celtics have not looked back since that time. Ironically, you're talking about Philadelphia still being in the mix, and of course they are. 6 of the 7 games the Celtics played Orlando and Philadelphia were in the first 17 games of the season, when obviously those teams didn't look the same, but the Celtics were not in any way, shape, or form the same team.
Well, definitely think about Orlando's people are saying right now, oh, the team they want to play right now, they want to play Detroit. They feel much better about that. But we'll see what happens. And the thing I want to get from Sean Grande is going to be, what day do you think the Celtics are going to play?
Well, there's a event in the building on Sunday, so the smart money was saying Saturday. Generally speaking, the Celtics don't like to play the game on Marathon Monday, so they would prefer Game 2 to be Tuesday. The Bruins are not going to have any effect on this because the Bruins are going to open, who clinched the playoff spot last night, they are going to open the playoffs on the road.
Well, my little birdie told me that they could possibly change that concert from Sunday to Saturday.
Yeah, that would put Game 1 on Sunday, but all in due time. Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series. #1 selling pickup, #1 truck in brand loyalty. On the final night of the season, Orlando will wear their regular road blue uniforms with the white letters and numbers and the white pinstripes. Bringing it back to Dennis Scott and Penny Hardaway and Shaq. Celtics going to wear the alternate city editions. Those are the gold uniforms, white uniforms, gold letters and numbers, black trim. They will go left to right.
Teed up for them. Teed up. See how that goes.
We're going to put the out-of-town scoreboard up on one of my windows on my laptop here, and I'm going to be surprised if Brooklyn's already not down by 10. Even though none of the games have started till right now. Garza and Wendell Carter on the opening tap. One back to Ben Carroll, and away we go. Jalen Suggs has ditched the headband, by the way. It's going straight ball. Yeah, I know they did. Shireman picked off immediately, moving screen. Called on Paolo Banchero 8 seconds into the game. Now, Orlando has won 5 in a row. Feeling better about things. They are healthy, but they have had issues all year. A lot of concerns about the coach. Paolo Banchero speaking out sort of against him. It was sort of a signature moment early in March. Shireman wearing the black T-shirt under the gold uniform. Over the shoulder pass for Garza, who begins the game with a 3. Don't be surprised. It would be the most on-brand thing for the gap year Celtics to somehow win this game tonight. There's no question about that. Desmond Bain lobs it for Wendell Carter wearing the white T-shirt under the blue uniform. Watched by Garza. Shovel pass. Franz Wagner steps back away from Jordan Walsh. His 3 is good to tie.
It's funny. It's such a awkward-looking shot, but so effective when he knocks it down.
Ron Harper, a little push pass for Shireman. Over the shoulder pass gives Garza another wide open look at a right side 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Sugar got a hand on it but didn't corral it. And Franz Wagner pulls it away and brings Orlando into the front court. Franz Wagner drop back to Wendell Carter. Up fakes on Garza. Bounce entry. Banchero in deep and scores at the rim. He wanted to dunk it. He was a little too far away. Ball came out of his hands but hit the front rim and went in. 5-3 Orlando. Ball in the hands of Jordan Walsh. Returns it straight away. Shireman going to fire. 3 is good. Shireman will have no hesitation tonight.
40. Need 37 more.
92nd 3 of the year for Shireman. Suggs trying to get it back from the corner. Misses. Garza has the rebound. 6-5 is the early Boston lead. 90 seconds in. Harper wearing a black headband. Left-hand dribble behind the Garza screen. Attacks Carter. Carter knocks it away. Harper can't chase it down before it goes out of bounds, and the ball will go to the Magic.
Carter looks like he has a amazing face mask over his head right now. Doesn't look good at all. I don't even see how you can see to play with that.
This is so interesting how players we've seen over the years, when they come back from injury, facial injuries, when they choose to get rid of the mask, some like Rip Hamilton just sort of keep it on forever. And Suggs dribbling in the paint, has Harper reach in, knock the ball away. Shulga into the offensive end for the Celtics. Cross court, Harper, 3 in stride, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Suggs. 6-5 Boston, 2 minutes in. They move it to the left corner. Franz Wagner hits a 3. Orlando has won 5 in a row. Again, don't pull too many threads on that winning streak. Haven't exactly beat the Iron in the league, but it's helping with their confidence. They've won 45 games despite all the trouble. Shireman dribbles up top, quick off balance 3 is no good. And Ben Carroll has the rebound. 8-6 Orlando, up by 2 and the ball. 2.5 minutes in.
Ben Carroll's big dude.
Bounce pass for Suggs, dribbles to the free throw line, shovels out to Carter, right side 3, bounces out. Off the glass, back down the middle, and the rim spits it out into the hands of Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh, long cross court, finds Harper, now Shulga comes to get it. First NBA start, Max Shulga. Now Garza spins on Franz Wagner, stumbles into the baseline, gets himself in trouble, throws to the corner. Shireman, tough follow-away 3, hits top of the backboard, and the rebound gobbled up by Banchero. A lot of bailouts offensively for this Celtics group with this lineup. Bain pulls up, can't get the 3 off on Shireman, moves it to the corner. Suggs entry to Banchero, working on Jordan Wall, spins, lays it up, no good, misses the rebound, put back, and Garza comes up with it. Banchero probably got fouled there. They're going to let a lot go today. Celtics still down by 2. Shulga, left-hand dribbles to the free throw line. Pull up on Suggs. Flip shot 12 feet away, way off, but he gets his own rebound. Throws it out to Jordan Walsh. His left side, high arcing three is no good. And the rebound punched out of bounds by Suggs. Boston will get it.
It's pretty amazing to me when I think about teams and opportunities to play. And you see guys who are going to get these opportunities they'll probably never get again.
Brooklyn's up 8-6. Can you name anybody that's starting for Brooklyn in that game?
Me.
Might be better off. Nets have secured their one of the worst 3 records in the league. They've done their job. Shireman dribbles into the paint. Dotted line, lefty jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Harper, and the putback will fall.
Nice job. Just getting inside out.
Game tied at 8. Payne floats it to Suggs. Shulga trying to stay in front of Jalen Suggs. Maybe one of the top 2 or 3 athletes in the NBA is Jalen Suggs. Bounce pass into the paint. Carter gobbled up, lost the ball. He exposed it. Walsh knocked it away. Ron Harper grabs it. Harper turns Banchero around, lays it up with the right hand, and gets the bounce. And the Celtics have the lead. Timeout, Jamal Mosley.
They don't like the way they're playing right now. Come out. This is a game you need to win.
And Jamal Mosley, just like Duke told Apollo at the end of the first round, they don't think it's a show. They think it's a fight. 4 minutes gone. Boston 10, Orlando 8 on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Standard Process has been a trusted name in whole food nutrition for over 90 years. Our Collinsonia root supplement is different. We grow our ingredients on our certified organic farm and prepare them to preserve their natural vitality. Just pure whole food nutrition the way nature intended. When you choose Standard Process, you're choosing supplements that work with your body, not against it. Discover the Standard Process difference. Available now on Amazon.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Time to celebrate 10 years of Blink Smart Security. It might be our anniversary, but we're treating you to big deals. Whether keeping an eye on your backyard, seeing your packages arrive in crisp 2K, or checking on your cat from your daily commute, stay connected to home right from your phone. Save now on doorbells, cameras, floodlights, and more. 10 years, millions of homes, a whole lot of deals. Shop Blink's 10-year anniversary sale now.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bull spend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had, impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Celtics with an early 2-point lead, 10-8 here in game 82, starting Harper, Shulga, Garza, Walsh, and Shireman in this final game against the Orlando Magic. Final game for a lot of people. A lot of things we have to work in, including our conversation about the best individual season. Now that Jaylen Brown's season is over, he will be the first Celtic in the history of the franchise to lead the league in field goals. Think about that, which is sort of the basic premise of the game of basketball, and Jaylen Brown will lead the league in that category. 8th Celtic ever to score 2,000 points in a season, and what we've been discussing is the best individual season we have seen the Celtic have in the 25 years we have been together. I've got a pretty, I know flat out what my number one is, but where I'm having a lot of difficulty is slotting the different Jason Tatum seasons over the last 4 years.
Well, you know, you talk about numbers and typical, but it's typical what Red Auerbach has always taught. It's not the individual, but the sum total of the players playing together. And that's why the Celtics, nobody's ever done it. Larry Bird easily could have been in that position.
It's also, and he has the Celtics record for most field goals made in a season, but it did not lead the league that year. Tristan De Silva, Franz Wagner gets the early hook. De Silva will replace him. We're going to see Jamal Cain at some point. He's been the most interesting addition. Bain, deep three, no good. Back iron, rebound. Harper and Carter battle and goes out of bounds. I'll say off Harper. And Orlando will get it back.
Orlando with those big bodies, they should be dominating the paint. I just can't believe Banchero, how big he is, man.
Under out of bounds. Far corner to Silva, watched by Baylor Shireman. No substitutions to the Celtics. There won't be a bunch today. Kick out to Silva, up fakes a three over the shoulder pass. Suggs all alone in the corner. His three is no good. And a rebound, everybody jumping for it. Pinballs around a couple times. Walsh can't keep it in bounds. And we'll go back to Orlando. And Suggs hitting threes is a great indicator for Orlando.
Suggs is
They're tough to beat when he's knocking them down. Suggs under out of bounds, takes the handoff back from Carter. Right hand dribble, return to Carter. Carter shut off by Garza. Garza reaches in, knocks the ball away. Carter has it back. 6 on the shot clock. Carter bumps Garza, just punches the ball away into the hands of Sugar. And Garza's at the better of that matchup early on against Wendell Carter. Luka Garza, left hand handoff for Baylor Shireman, dribbles behind his back, driving onto Silva, gets in deep. Carter slaps the ball away. Shireman has it back, throws out to Harper, relocates for a straightaway three, no good. Back iron, and Carter out jumps Garza for the rebound.
Out jumps him?
Yeah, he out jumps him.
I think that would be hard.
Hard not to. Bain, right hand dribble, dribbles to 14 feet. His jumper is good to tie the game. Desmond Bain, right in that Celtics draft window when he came into the league. The year the Celtics took Aaron Nesmith and Peyton Pritchard. Switching to left hand, Harper has the paint taken away by Carter. Shulga takes a handoff back from Garza. A little jump in the step of these Celtics who are playing today, as you can imagine. 5 on the shot clock. Shulga pushes to Garza, who attacks, lays it up, no good. Thought he got bumped. No call. Carter gets the rebound. Garza got to the rim, couldn't finish. Here comes Bain, galloping in on Shulga, scoops it up and in. And that's what Joe Mazzulla was talking about, is why Orlando draws a lot of fouls in transition. That time Shulga pulled away. 4 straight for the Magic, and they take the lead 12-10. Down the left side, Shulga, pump fake on Bain, bad pass. He couldn't pull it back. Threw it right to De Silva, who goes the distance, stumbles in, and misses. Good help from Jordan Walsh to get back defensively to help out Shireman, forcing that miss by De Silva. Shireman with Boston down by 2. Von Shulga, deep three, left side. Air ball. Rebound belongs to Carter, and Shulga's feeling it under the bright lights here, there's no doubt. Long lead pass Banchero, foul by Shulga, who's not going to be posterized. They'll make Banchero earn it from the free throw line.
Bright lights. So different sometimes when you're watching the game and you're playing the game. Opportunities are different. A little bit more air.
So among the things we're going to be talking about today, our friend Bobby Manning does a great job covering this team. Every year, he runs the marathon for his dad, who lost to leukemia, and he does a fundraiser every year. I know you're a Bobby Manning fan.
Bob Manning was the same one, had a big thing on me and labeled me as a Celtic high official, high-ranking official. I made the comment. I'm like, really?
So in other words, anybody says anything nice about you. 1 and 2 free throws for Banchero. 5 straight for the Magic, 13-10. First substitutions here. Delano Banton, who got signed yesterday. Delano Banton is in the game, and so is Amari Williams. And cross-court pass, Harper misses Banton, and the guys are not playing together. It's going to show here. Boston turnover, Magic have the ball in a 3-point lead.
Guys getting opportunities, so it's going to be funny. Whoa.
Driving left side, Suggs misses a layup. Amari Williams has the rebound. Quick three, Harper is good. 13 all. De Silva. Watched by Harper. Return to Jalen Suggs. Suggs pull up on John Tonju's in the game for the first time, and he knocks down a 3. Breaks the tie, 16-13. Down the right side, Banton gets in too deep, throws a bounce pass out to Jordan Walsh. Walsh attacks De Silva in the paint, fall away, crazy tough shot, Banks no good, and the rebound pinballed around, and De Silva's got it. (16-13) Orlando by 3. Suggs trying to double the lead, and his 3 circles the rim, and the rim says, nope, not this one. And Suggs is taking a bunch of shots here. He's 1 for 5. 16-13 Orlando. Banton goes the distance, throws to the corner. He got hit on the dish off. Jamal Cain, the former Miami Heat player, has made a big difference in this Orlando rotation. Comes in, and so too does Gogo Batazzi, backup center. We'll see him against Amari Williams. Gogo Batazzi, Luka Garza is the more interesting matchup because that's what we would see next week. Ball in the hands of Tanji. Shuttle pass out. Banton going to drive, and he got fouled on the way in.
Smart play this time, going right into the arm of the defender.
Banton, you were talking about Shireman. I mentioned Ron Harper. If anybody's going to have a crazy end-of-season stat game, Banton is a perfect candidate for that.
Banton can get it going. I mean, he's big size, can shoot the basketball, attacks the rim. He gives you a lot of problems because of about 6'8", pretty much playing the point guard. He knocks down the first two.
You see a lot of teams signing players to 2-year deals at the end of this season, so this year counts. And this is actually Banton's technically his 3rd stint. Now with the Celtics, his 2nd this year. 6'8" guard. He gets the free throws, 16-15. Orlando by 1. Emotional day in the ESPN booth across from us tonight. A lot of goodbyes today. Banchero enters to De Silva, floats it up and in over Harper. Orlando by 3, 18-15. 8 minutes in. Harper dribbling behind his back. Batazzi pulls away, so Harper takes another 3 and buries it. On the other hand, maybe I'll stick with my original pick of Harper. He's got 10 in the first 8+ minutes. We're tied at 18. De Silva in the corner. Orlando has to win this game, or else they can end up on the road in the play-in, which they don't want. Banchero driving, spinning on Walsh, goes to the left-hand runner, no good, but he sneaks in behind Walsh and taps in the offensive rebound.
Banchero with a great second jump. First one was good. Second one was quicker than the defenders could get off their feet.
Banchero 2 of 6 after the putback. Orlando by 2, 20-18. Banton deep straightaway, watched by Jamal Cain. Now Banton has Batazzi on the switch. Attacks Cain instead. Kick out Jordan Walsh. Pretty good look from the wing. He's got to take that shot. He doesn't. Hesitates. Kicks out Banton. Has to throw one up. No good at the shot clock buzzer. Rebound Batazzi. Jordan Walsh has to take that shot. Cain. Front court. Moving to his right. Finds Banchero. Tanji down in his defensive stance. Tanji challenges Banchero. Force him to give it up to Suggs. Pretty good look. Right side 3. Got it. Largest lead for Orlando, up by 5 now, 23-18. They are 4 of 9 from 3. Celtics are 4 of 12. But the Celtics only 2 of 6 on the inside. Here's another 3. This one from Tanji's no good. And the rebound for Cain. 23-18 Orlando. 2:28 to go in the first. De Silva enters to Batazzi. He beats Amari Williams, draws the foul. Amari Williams has to make sure he fouls him harder so the shot doesn't go. And Batazzi will be shooting free throws. When we return, 2:25 to go. Opening quarter icon at ESPN. His final game today, it's here at TD Garden. We'll talk about him when we return with the Celtics down 5 on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Progressive knows you want to get away, but not like 2 away. You crave the unknown, but also charcuterie boards with 4 types of cheese. And that's exactly why you bought an RV and bundled it with Progressive, because 24/7 protection is one luxury you'll never have to give up. So go ahead, explore the wilderness, all from the comfort of your zero-gravity camp chair. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurance. Not available in all states or situations.
At Stop & Shop, we know we can't change everything you don't like about shopping. but we're going all out to improve what we can. Because you deserve an easier way to save. With over 10,000 items always on sale, easy access to digital coupons through our in-store savings station, and deals that go on week after week, you're sure to get what you need for a price you'll love. With so many ways to save, good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Celtics basketball brought to you by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. So the story came out Friday, really. We knew this game was going to be on ESPN. Friday, we found out it was going to be Mark Jones and Dorisburg doing it. But the same day it came out that this will be Mark Jones' final game after 33 years at ESPN. Not just doing the NBA, but doing college football. Just one of the real class guys around the league. He's going to stay with the Sacramento Kings for the foreseeable future and do their local telecast out there. But he's just sort of been a fixture. And I think the most memorable Celtic fans moment that they'll think of is, remember, Mike Breen came down with COVID at the end of the conference finals and the start of the NBA finals in those Miami games in 2022. Mark Jones got the call and had to perform at the highest level. Batazzi misses the first free throw.
Go.
I really enjoy the time spent with Mark Jones, and has a very unique style and a lot of great expressions. You know what he uses of yours? Hot knife through butter. My favorite Mark Jones, the one I always like that I will steal from time to time, is on an offensive rebound, loose change. Picking up the loose change. I always like that one. Batazzi gets 1 of 2, 6 straight for the Magic to break the tie. They lead 24-18. Amari Williams and to Jordan Walsh. Batazzi in the paint, so Jordan Walsh will back it out. Switch to the left hand. He's going to drive. Good extension. Got to the rim, but it was too hard off the glass. Jordan Walsh having a struggle here. He is 0 for 3. Orlando by 6 and the ball. Here's a wide open 3 for Anthony Black. That's good.
Anthony Black had one of the great dunks of the year.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, 4 guys under the rim. He came down and just hammered it.
Quick 3, Harper. No good. Rebound. Banton reaching for it, but it's De Silva comes out of the pack with it. Attacking big. Try to go to Batazzi inside. That gets knocked away by Jordan Walsh. Saw Anthony Black's brother-in-law here the other night, Michael Peavy for New Orleans. Walsh. Well, Banton. Banton wearing the black headband. Or on Harper. Banton with this dreads. Harper also has the dreads, but he's got the black headband. He is driving. Throws to Amari Williams. Quick kick out. Pretty good look for Jordan Walsh. Straightaway 3. Hasn't made a lot of those this year. No good on the rebound. Gobbled up by Wagner. Celtics offense has vanished here, as you might expect. 9-point Orlando lead. 29-18. They've scored 9 in a row over the last 3 minutes. De Silva, left side 3. That is no good. Rebound, Amari Williams deflects it. Tanji. On Tanji, Amari Williams. Banton, Harper, Walsh, 5 on the floor for the Celtics here. Final minute of the first quarter. Game 82. A 55-win division title season for the Celtics. Banton turns the corner, goes to the left corner. Walsh up fakes the 3, doesn't want it. Shot clock is at 3, so he throws the grenade to Tanji, a straightaway 3, bounces out. Rebound eludes Amari Williams. Now the Magic 2 for 1 pretty much gone here as Franz Wagner comes across half court. Right hand dribble, driving strong, he gets fouled. This is what they do. This is what Joe Mazzulla was talking about, drawing fouls in transition.
Getting back, guys sitting there waiting in the background, and they just keep coming. And his brother. So his brother in the back hall just still limping.
There's a documentary crew here doing a piece on the Wagners. First free throw is good for Franz. Mo Wagner, of course, a forgettable stint with the Celtics. He did not make the list of best individual seasons in the 25 Grandy and Max years. So give me some seasons that jump out to you. I mean, the top, I'm pretty clear on the top four. To me is pretty clear. But again, the Tatum seasons are the ones I'm struggling with. Final 18 seconds, first quarter. Orlando with 11 straight points to end the quarter. They lead 29-18. Banton moving to his right behind the Amari Williams screen. Lobs it. Amari Williams drops it, has it back, pulls his way in on the baseline. He got bumped. They're going to call the foul on Batadze. Orlando with a foul to give. So the Celtics will have a side on the bounce here with 4.3 to go, and Joe Mazzulla will get Baylor Shireman back in the game.
Banton trying to do a setup then. Throwing it to Williams for the lob.
On the Celtics, number 55, Baylor Shireman, and number 52, Luka Garza into the game. Garza will come back in too, give the Celtics some more options here on this final side out of bounds play. Banton will trigger it. Looking for Harper to get free. That's where the ball goes. Harper turns, drives, and gets fouled. A lot of contact there as he went flying into Anthony Black. Meanwhile, Magic player looked like De Silva got picked off to free Harper on that drive.
Hard foul here. Ooh.
Fouls on Black. So Harper, Celtics high scorer, he's the only one who's been more than one shot, looking for his 11th and 12 points of the first quarter. Trying to cut this back to single digits. I'll give you some of my honorable mention, random out of the blue ones. Paul Pierce, 2002, which was his first season as a huge volume scorer under Jimmy O'Brien. Kyrie Irving's 2018 has to be discussed. He didn't play he didn't play enough games really.
Well, he was special.
But the 60 games or so he did play that year, he was in the MVP race in the first half of the year. Harper gets the free throws, half-court shot falls short for Wagner, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. The cobbled-together Celtics lineup hung in there for about 8 or 9 minutes, but now they trail by 9. At the end of one, at the Garden, Orlando 29, Boston 20 on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Playing mobile games and not getting rewarded for it is a thing of the past. Why haven't you switched yet? If you're going to spend the time playing, you should be earning rewards doing it. With Missed Play, you play what you love and earn points for gift cards and more. Plus, you can enter the Missed Play sweepstakes for your chance to win tens of thousands of dollars in cash, bundles, and gift cards every week. So yeah, keep playing games. Just maybe get rewarded for it. Download Missed Play today and enter for your chance to win.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust a Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Apartments.com makes it easier than ever for our busy renters to find the perfect new home. In fact, you can apply for a place with the click of a button from literally anywhere, even from here.
Oh, a 3-bedroom townhome.
With 2 wood floors! A fitness center! Walk-in closet, here I come!
Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why, just like you, he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
On Jovi's on 105.7 WROR.
Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic.
Ford F-150 first quarter was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 49 years. 49 years is something. 45 years is something, too. Orlando leads the Celtics 29-20 as we go to the second quarter. We were mentioning earlier that today is the final day. All of our friends at NBC Boston, their season ends today. And it is the end of a 45-year run for the director of the telecast, Jim Edmonds, and you and I, Max, have done, between the two of us, probably 100 games over the years, all with Jim as our director. And I just think it is, it's a lifelong student of sports TV, as I am. It is the most underappreciated spot, maybe in all of sports broadcasting, and sports television certainly, is the director. Every time you see a shot, and by the way, if any of you are watching the Red Sox game, the first couple of innings today, you know how important a good director is. The shots that you see are chosen by the director. It is the closest job to me to play-by-play in all of sports television, and I could not have any more respect or appreciation for how hard he has worked up until the end. Max, you and I have been together 25 years, and we get on that plane at 1 in the morning. Who are the only two people working? When all the lights are out at 2 a.m. on that plane, who are the only two people still working?
You and Jim.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
I can tell you who ain't working.
I think everybody else, you can figure it out.
Go to sleep.
You can do the math. But he's always, after every game, he watches his game back. How can he get better up until the end? 45 years of panting for Garza. And the joke is he's been our director here for years because we can't really see the game, so we rely on the telecast. Shireman drives to begin the second quarter and gets fouled, beginning with free throws. Orlando closed the first quarter on a 13-2 run. They lead 29-20 as we begin the second.
Trying to take the ball towards the hole. Sharman, very good. Little step as he slows down, let the defenders come right into the body.
So very similar to a game the Celtics played in Orlando at the end of last year when they sat everybody. Baylor Shireman started that game and kind of messed up all the stats because the Celtics were an offensive wagon last year, as they have been this year. Celtics are still going to finish as a top 5 offensive team in NBA history. But the offensive numbers are going to be pretty ugly. They certainly were in that first quarter. Celtics getting 0.8 points per possession. But they open the second quarter with free throws from Shireman. So we're at 29-22 early in the second quarter. Orlando looking to win to keep the outside chance of a playoff spot open in the 6th seed, but more likely home court in the 7-8 game. Franz Wagner lines up Shireman and drills the 3 over him.
Wagner, you got to make him put the ball on the floor. It's a standstill jump shooter.
And you want to make him go left if you can. Garza, handoff, Shireman turns the corner. He's going to attack the paint. Pump fake on Batase. Puts it off the glass. No good. He got fouled. And that's a little growth in the game of Shireman there to know. Take that extra second to let Batase overcommit.
Let the defenders get there and stay in the air. And what you do is slow down just a tad so they can hit you in the rear end as Shireman knocks down another free throw.
Toronto is only up by 6. Early in the second quarter, 37-31. Philadelphia also only up by 6. Charlotte blown out New York at Madison Square Garden, up by 15 early. Knicks sitting guys today. Charlotte everybody trying to solidify their spot. It's going to be Miami 10, Charlotte 9, Philadelphia 8, unless the Celtics can beat Orlando here today. Moving screen, Anthony Black.
Makes the second one. Who he's picked up. That's his 3rd foul, though, on Black.
Yeah, in just 3 minutes.
Shireman was the one that picked up a couple of those, just running right into the pick.
Worst record of the NBA will belong to the Washington Wizards. They're already down 22 at Cleveland today. They're going to finish 17-65. All those teams did what they needed to do. Washington, Indiana, Brooklyn, Utah, Sacramento. This will be the bottom 5. Here's a moving screen the other way.
Banton. I think you're going to see with Washington. I wonder how it's going to work out, though. They bet the farm that, they get 2 kind of former stars.
Anthony Davis and Trae Young. Yeah, funny about how Atlanta's season just took off. I can't quite put my finger on what happened there midway through the year.
That might have taken a point away from Orlando. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it did. But, They were the ones that chose him in the first place. They had Luka.
They took the 3 away from Wagner. It becomes a 2, so it's 31-24. Orlando by 7 early in the second quarter. Franz Wagner dribbles to the right elbow. Shireman late to get there, and Wagner just knocks down a jumper.
Which way did he go?
He went to his right, Max. Famously tried to go to the left hand and got the shot blocked in Game 7 a couple of years ago at Cleveland. Kick out. Shireman's 3 on the move. It's good. It's crazy that Baylor Shireman's your go-to guy here. What a year he had. Kane takes a little drop pass from Batadze, misses the 3, and the rebound for Shulga. Celtics have the ball, only down by 6 here. 10-19 to go in the first half. 33-27. Banton gets a moving screen from Garza. And if you had the over on moving screens here in game 82, you're going to be in good shape. Toronto now up by 13 on Brooklyn. Toronto is not going to lose. Toronto, by the way, could still move up to the 5th spot if Atlanta loses. And Atlanta's down 14 at Miami. So Atlanta could be the team that goes to New York if these scores hold. Jamal Cain down the left side, stumbles into a backpedaling Shireman. They're calling the foul. Cain will get free throw. Jamal Cain, 2 years in Miami, spent last year with New Orleans a little bit. The numbers have been really good for him on the floor since rejoining the Magic about 3 weeks ago.
See a bunch of names that you know you're not familiar with in these last games, and strange things happen.
Cain gets the free throw, so that to me is a tougher matchup for the Knicks in the first round. I think if you're the Knicks, you'd rather play Toronto than Atlanta, but the way things are breaking here on the final day of the season, it looks like Atlanta would drop to 6.
That would be tough for them.
That's a tough bracket when you think about the brackets here with Detroit, Cleveland, Toronto, and the 8th seed could all be on the other half of the bracket. You can get the hot bracket with the Knicks and the Celtics and the Hawks and probably the Magic. Garza for Shireman. Boston down by 8 here. 9:47 to go in the first half. Shireman, right-hand dribble into the corner. Going to force Batadze to come out and contest the 3, which hits the side of the backboard. Suggs the rebound. Quick outlet for Javon Carter in stride. Shovels it ahead. Shireman chases the play down and breaks it up. That was a Derek White type play. Tanji going to keep it. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Put back Luka Garza. Been doing it all year.
That ball comes off on that other side of the rim. He is almost guaranteed to get it.
35-29. Orlando by 6. 9:18 to go in the first half. Suggs creeping down the left side. Floats it off the wrong foot. Up and good.
Too easy.
Suggs 8 points on 7 shots. 37-29. Orlando by 8. 9:05 to go in the first half. Game 82.
Here's Sherman going back door then.
Banton down the right side. Kick to the corner. Threw it right to Javon Carter. Saw it coming. Picked it off. Here's Suggs. Suggs zips it down low. Knocked away by Shulga. Celtics getting in the passing lane here. Hustling back defensively even after the offensive mistake. Shulga give and go with Banton. Kicks to the corner for a Tanji 3. Timeout, Jamal Mosley.
Say what? Guys, let's get serious about this thing.
8:43 to go first half. As long as you can hang around as an underdog, the better you're going to be. Orlando 37, Boston 32 on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. At the Home Depot, we have all your appliance answers. And with Spring Black Friday savings, you can get up to 40% off, plus free delivery on select brands like GE Profile. Simplify your day and get the GE Profile all-in-one washer dryer with a quick 90 minutes wash and dry time. Now available in multiple color options. And a fridge with hands-free autofill that fills your cup perfectly while you prep for your day. Shop Spring Black Friday savings and get free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more right now at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 9th through April 29th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Would you hire a fence company to remodel your bathroom? Or a roofing company? Yeah, me neither. At Bay State Bath, bathrooms are all we do. That's why our systems last longer, look better, and cost less than the do-everything companies. When you've been perfecting bathrooms for over 20 years, you get really good at it. Bay State Bath, remodeling your bath in just one day.
Hi, Rhode Island. I'm Ned Handy, Chairman and CEO of the Washington Trust Company. At Washington Trust, we believe banking should feel personal, because it is. Whether you're buying your first home, growing a business, or planning for the future, you want a bank that knows you and understands your goals. For 225 years, we've been right here, listening to Rhode Islanders and helping them move forward. As America's longest-serving community bank, our decisions are made close to home by people who know our state and care about local outcomes. Just what you'd expect from a Rhode Island original. You deserve proven financial expertise and prompt professional service from your bank. And at Washington Trust, that's exactly what you'll get.
Visit your local branch or go to washtrust.com. Washington Trust. What we value is you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joe is on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
National Anthem brought to you by Mass Mutual, planning and protection on and off the court. Celtics only down 5 here, 37-32 with 8:43 to go in the first half. Big man matchup brought to you by Big Y, celebrating 90 years. Not just their anniversary, it's yours too. You are the Y. Luka Garza, Wendell Carter were the starting bigs in this game. We've already seen Amari Williams play 6 minutes. Celtics only have 8 players available for this game because Hugo Gonzalez was a late scratch. He would have played a lot in this game today. Orlando trying to win to secure the 7th seed, keep an outside chance of that number 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. That would involve Toronto losing at home to Brooklyn. All the people we're saying goodbye to today, we've already talked about Jim Edmonds and Mark Jones at ESPN, and our friend Howie Singer directing his last Knicks game after decades today. By the way, Mikal Bridges, consecutive game streak. He played 23 seconds today and came out to keep that streak alive. But tell you one more goodbye I have a hunch we're going to be saying tomorrow. So we're talking a lot about the Philadelphia 76ers and their game today against Milwaukee and how Philadelphia plays into the playoff mix. They're playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Feels like we've said this before, but it does feel like this could be the final game, obviously, for Doc Rivers going into the Hall of Fame in September. He all but said it earlier in the week. Shulga fouls Wagner away from the ball. Celtics within 5 here with 8:36 to go in the first half.
Come out with a career like Doc and you win a championship and you've done what he's done and been pretty much an ambassador to the game. I think it's a great opportunity for him to lead. Not on top, but still lead.
Banchero, bounce pass, backdoor. Wagner switches to the left hand and scores over Garza, 39-32. Orlando by 7. Wagner's got 14 here for the Magic. Garza, straightaway hand to Shireman. Bounce pass, Garza rolling down the middle. He got fouled. Score it, and one. Lazy reach in. Wagner wants to replay. He wants to challenge. I know, they're not going to get it. He wants to challenge it being called a shooting foul. He's saying it's a foul on the floor, but there's no way you're challenging that.
That's why everybody looked at him like he was crazy. He reached in. You reach, I teach. This time got his hand in the cookie jar. Garza flying in. Well, rumbling in.
And that sweat glistening off Garza, as we are accustomed to saying. He finishes the three-point play, and Celtics hanging around, only down by 4 here with 8:13 to go in the first half. Let's say the Magic are the team next week. What would it mean if they lose to the junior varsity today? What does that do in the game they're trying to win? Near steal. Banton almost knocked it away from Franz Wagner. He does the second time, but it's going to go out of bounds. And the Magic will get it back with 13 on the shot clock. And Jamal Moses is just staring at this going, this can't happen. I can't have this today. It has been a tough enough year for Jamal Moses to the point we were talking about after that 6-game losing streak in March. Could the Magic pull one of those late season coaching changes like they did in Denver and Memphis a couple of years ago? Quick 3 off the side of the bounce. Suggs is no good. Offensive rebound comes right to Wendell Carter. They'll throw out the Banchero. Orlando will reset. Banchero draws a triple team. Got to be somebody open somewhere. It's Javon Carter, and his right side 3 is good. Double team him for him with. Triple team, not so much. It's like you're not guarding Ralph Sampson or something in college. Garza misses a straightaway three. Rebound. Tanji punches it loose twice from Banchero. Great hustle play to save it back into Shireman. Boy, he was out of bounds. Fans love the hustle. That's all the Celtics are doing here tonight is scrapping. Down by 7 here with 7:34 to go in the first half.
All you're looking for is claw, beat, and hustle.
Brooklyn is only down 10 at Toronto. That game is about 25 seconds ahead of ours.
We're going to stay on until it's over.
Well, we don't have to worry about staying on. All the games are going to end at the same time in the Eastern Conference. That was the design of today. No games yesterday in the NBA. Everybody playing in the East at 6 o'clock. Banchero takes plenty of time to line up a corner three. It's no good. Rebound knocked away from Carter, out of bounds by Jordan Walsh. Celtics just too small.
Oh, somebody's going to end before.
Well, by a minute or two.
Yeah, well, so neat.
Under out of bounds, Banchero sneaks in behind everybody for the two-hand slam. Orlando pushes the lead back to 9, 44-35. 7:09 to go in the first half. Banton, bounce pass out for Shireman, turns the corner on Banchero, pump fake, and he runs right into Carter to draw the foul.
He waited, again, waiting for the defender to come down. If he puts that ball up early, defender has a chance to block it. Because he slows down, defender up in the air, and finally just tosses it up with that last slow step. Another guy had a real good season. You think about Shireman, you know, playing limited minutes and then all of a sudden getting to more of a role. And really it's just delivered over and over again.
Free throw's good. 44-37. Orlando a 7-point lead. 6:55 to go first half. Stop and start. Banchero, 2 long steps, and he throws it away. Ball goes into the backcourt and out of bounds, and Banchero turns it over. That is 8 Orlando turnovers, if you're wondering why the Celtics have been able to hang around here. This has been a problem for the Magic, up and down. Where they've really had the problem with the 7-point lead here is holding leads in the second half, and that's what Banchero called out the coaching staff about halftime adjustments about 6 weeks ago. On a comeback win. Celtics had a comeback win in Orlando early in the year. The second game of that baseball series on the Sunday night. Shireman turns the corner, leans into the elbow. Tough lefty fall away is no good. The rebound for Javon Carter. Shireman's taken 7 shots now in 12 minutes. Making 2. De Silva swings it around to Banchero. Forces the entry. Caught, laid up, and missed by Carter. He bullied his way in on Shireman and then missed the layup. Banton into the front court, switches to the left hand, goes by Suggs, floats it up with the right hand. Suggs makeup speed, blocks it off of Banton, out of bounds. Big defensive play by Suggs.
Banton used that big size of his to overpower some of these guys.
Rory McIlroy hangs on to wins the Masters. De Silva corner 3 is no good, and the rebound snatched down by Ron Harper. Celtics -5 in the glass now. Very few games this year in which they've been out-rebounded in the second half. Lead all the way to the left corner. Banton was out of bounds when he caught it.
McIlroy gets 2 in a row at the Masters. Yep. After trying so hard to get there.
Yesterday he struggled, and everybody kind of caught up. It was a fun day today. It always is. We just mentioned Doc Rivers and the Masters, and that's one of the best stories ever of our time together. De Silva drives, runs it up with the right hand over Shireman. It bounces in. 7 straight now for the Magic. They lead by 9, 46-37. 5:41 to go in the first half. What year was that? 2011. Entry, Garza to Shireman. Shireman against Suggs. Goes to a crazy scoop shot from his knees. Harlem Globetrotter style. He scoops it over Suggs off the glass and in.
A hook shot.
46-39. Shireman gets turned around by Suggs. Drops it back to Carter. Doesn't want to shoot. Returns to Banchero. Shireman's up to 14 points on 8 shots. Banchero zips into the left corner. 3 in the air from Suggs. No good. Rebound. Celtics have it. Banton wearing that white and gold uniform for the Celtics into the front court. Handoff for Harper. Boston down 7. Shireman moves into the right corner. Jordan Walsh. De Silva plays off him. Jordan Walsh bounce entry to Garza against the smaller Suggs. Turns, drives, scores off the window. Good job keeping his balance. Suggs tried to pull the rug. Garza's up to 10. Celtics only down 5, 46-41. 4:48 to go in the first half. Suggs switches to the right hand. Kicks to an unoccupied corner. He threw it right onto his own bench.
Are you sure these
You said Mo Wagner wasn't going to make a play today. He just made one.
We're protecting himself.
What is at stake for Orlando? If they lose and Philadelphia wins, then that 7-8 game would be not in Orlando. It would be in Philadelphia. Magic would still have 2 chances to get in the playoffs, but instead of 2 home games, they would have to open on the road. Garza moves it to Jordan Walsh. 5 on the shot clock. Walsh for Shireman. He's in the corner being pressured by Suggs. Shot clock down to 2. Shireman, tough fall away. No good. Rebound. Garza gets boxed out. Good job by Wendell Carter. Long lead. Banchero is there, but so is Jordan Walsh to slow him down. So a throw out to Suggs. To De Silva. Right side up, fakes a 3. Goes around Shireman, floats it up. No good. And rebound Carter, and they're calling a foul on Garza. Garza ended up on the ground, but they're saying he fouled Carter.
Garza's saying he went there to take the charge. Let me see. Let's see.
Wow. That was really close.
Came right to the body.
Celtics will not challenge. And now another Celtics bugaboo this year. And obviously everything changes with a totally different lineup tonight. But they've got Orlando with 14 fouls for the last couple of minutes and have not gotten that 5th foul yet. Game high scores, Franz Wagner and Baylor Shireman, 14 apiece. De Silva gets the first free throw. De Silva and Kane. De Silva, Kane, and Anthony Black and Batadze. Those will be the primary guys off the bench for Orlando in a playoff series. We talked about Bane. It's not really been a factor. Only played 6 minutes, and I wonder. Bane is not playing his regular minutes here. I haven't been told anything.
Well, sometimes you look at other things like maybe he needed one more game to get an incentive for playing so many games. Maybe made that.
Free throw's good, 48-41. Orlando by touchdown. Exactly 4 minutes remaining in the first half right now if you're syncing up. Watching Jim Edmonds deliver the pictures while we deliver the play-by-play. Ball moved to Garza right side. Here's a foul.
Carter.
Yeah, Carter, I think, trying to fight through the Jordan Walsh screen.
Is that shooting?
Yes. And 3rd foul on Carter. And Orlando over the limit. So you're not feeling great about the circumstances here if you're the Magic. Celtics going to the free throw line here. Down 7 with 3:55 to go in the first half. Now you got 3 fouls on your starting center.
Well, the thing that you know that the Celtics are going to do, they're going to play hard. And if you think about playing hard in this particular game, and the Magic has had problems right now closing people out, as you said, all the Celtics want to do is stay close.
Jordan Walsh gets the free throws. Celtics just hang around, hang around, hang around. Down by 5, 48-43. 3:51 to go in the first half. Charlotte up 13. That's the first game to get the halftime tonight at New York. Franz Wagner creeps down the right side, over the shoulder pass. Suggs up, fakes the 3. Return to Wagner. His 3 on the right side over Taji is no good. Rebound Garza. Celtics are making a 1-possession game here. Banton lead for Jordan Walsh. Pretty good look. Right side 3, way short. And the rebound belongs to Banchero. Celtics just 6 of 21 from 3. Very similar to the game in Orlando last year. They run away from Suggs. Wide open 3 is good.
Suggs, a little pump fake. Joe Mazzulla didn't like that opportunity again for the Celtics to get a little closer, make a play. Did.
Max likes to say 6-point swing, so instead of down 2, Celtics are down 8, 3:21 to go. First half, Orlando 51, Boston 43 on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
At Apartments.com, we make finding a pet-friendly rental so easy, your pet can probably do it for you.
That's a blatant exaggeration.
Go on, try it.
Okay. Okay, boy, go fetch a pet-friendly 2-bedroom that's close to dog parks.
Look at him go.
I'm sorry, are you seeing this? That's incredible.
I believe the word is credible, now that you've seen it with your own eyes. Apartments.com, the place to find a pet-friendly place. Good boy.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let them know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Celtics down 8, 51-43 with 3:21 to go in the first half. We're looking at Rory McIlroy winning the Masters. And we've already talked about Doc Rivers. One of my favorite stories in our years together. This day in 2011, Celtics were getting killed by they had beaten the Heatles, who were put together that year with LeBron going to Miami. Celtics won the first 3 games, but the 4th game was on this Sunday down in Miami. Celtics were just getting throttled, and Doc wanted to watch Tiger in the Masters, and he was all over Danny Crawford, just screaming at Danny Crawford in every possession. And finally, Danny Crawford walked over and said, "Doc, if I can't watch it, I'm not kicking you out so you can watch it too. So you're going to stay here with me for the rest of this game."
And the man.
Jake Seymour, how about the scores, the updates at half? Some of these games are reaching the half. This is Charlotte up by 13. Atlanta is down 9 at Miami, and that is significant because at Toronto, who's only up 8 on Brooklyn late in the first half, now it's 6, 65-59 Toronto. If Toronto wins that game, which they are 24-point favorites, if Toronto wins that game and Atlanta loses, they flip-flop in the East, and Toronto was the 5 seed. And you would have Atlanta, New York, Boston, and probably Orlando in the other half of the bracket. Harper, bounce entry. Here's Garza. Pump fake, steps away from Banchero, misses the layup because he was off balance. He didn't stay and take the contact from Banchero. He tried to step away from it, took himself off balance. Banchero makes the extra pass to Batadze, keeps it away from the ball hawking of Jordan Wall, throws out the Suggs. Touch pass from De Silva to Banchero in the corner. Magic taking this game a little more seriously now, late in the first half. De Silva, left-hand dribble, spins in the paint, floats it up, and gets the bounce. Just like that, the lead is back to 10 for Orlando, 53-43, 2:36 to go in the first half. Garza for Banton straight away. Finds Garza, diving to the basket, spins, lays it up, no good, fouled again. And Garza going back to the line.
I hope the Knicks end up playing Atlanta.
Orlando fouls on number 5, Paulo Banchero, his second team winner. Some more of my honorable mentions for single season. I wrote down Jason Tatum's 2024 because I did not have that in the top 5. Here's an underrated one. Jaylen Brown's 2021, which is that post-pandemic season in which Tatum had huge games, but nobody was healthy. Kemba Walker wasn't healthy. Tatum, there were post-COVID issues in that kind of strange year. And I thought Jaylen Brown was probably the Celtics' best player.
What's the Garnett year?
That year. Well, I have the 5th Garnett year, 2012, is on my honorable mention list as we inch towards the top 5. Garza gets the free throw, so we're at 53-45, Orlando by 8. Yeah, I guess what you should start with, pick your favorite Paul Pierce year. What was the year that Paul Pierce was his best? If that was what would be my number 5. Pull up baseline 2 from Banchero, no good. Banchero's been a little passive for my taste here in the first half. He is 3 of 9. Trying to be nice. Ron Harper switches to the left hand, drives on Batadze, blows right by Banchero, flips it up awkwardly, no good. Batadze stayed with him, forced a tough shot. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Banchero steps past Jordan Wall, scores off the window and 1. Now the Magic starting to put their imprint on this game.
Banchero with that big body of his, this time just went right through Jordan Walsh.
First in the last 2 minutes. Paulo Banchero at the line with 1 shot. So give me your best Paul Pierce season.
That'd be an interesting thing. When I think about Paul Pierce, I always go back to the year that they played Brooklyn, Jersey that year.
Yeah, I mentioned the 2002. I had that in my honorable mention. I think 2008 is there for him as well. So is 2006, which is what I thought was his first breakout year. His second year under Doc Rivers. Banton, jump pass into the corner. Tanji for three, way off. Rebound weak side, Batazzi. Now Orlando by 11 and the ball. Suggs, drop back for Banchero. Thinking about the three. He's going to take it. No good. Back iron rebound. Batazzi knocks it away from Jordan Walsh. Magic just too big here. De Silva drives, lobs it over Batazzi. They miss connection. As Batazzi was getting pushed in the back. They don't call it. Here's Harper calling his own number. And that number is 3. And there's a turnaround. And the Celtics jump right back in it, down by 8. Toronto was only up 9 at halftime on Brooklyn, 70-61. Milwaukee has a 4-point lead on Philadelphia at halftime. Hard screen, Batazzi clears out Tanji, and that allows Suggs to knock down an open 3.
Suggs is serious about this game, though.
Yeah, he is. Ton of threes is no surprise tonight. 8 of 23 for Orlando, 7 of 23 for the Celtics. Guards are going to line one up from the right wing, way short, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Now 2 for 1 for Orlando, and they have their largest lead up by 11. .40 seconds to go until the break. Detroit has 81 at the half in their game. Suggs overruns his dribble, turns it over. Celtics get a 2 for 1 here, but instead they're going to get free throws because Batazzi bumps Tanji in a loose ball situation.
Third
free throws.
Looked like he bumped into Garza and in turn when Garza hit him.
Now 33.7 to go in the half. Orlando by 11. John Tanji will shoot the free throws. See what's going on in Philadelphia here as Tanji hits the first free throw.
Figure I want to get that late night from you going, okay, here we go, gang. This is what we have.
Well, no, we're going to know by the end of the there's no more. There won't be any drama tonight.
Well, I'm talking
It'll
about
be in the
date.
West.
The date.
Well,
what date we might play.
I don't think that's going to be resolved until you know the opponent. And we're not going to know the Celtics' opponent until 10 o'clock Tuesday night. Maxey has only made 1 shot in that first half. Edgecombe and Maxey are just 4 of 13. That's why Philadelphia trails. A.J. Green's got 5 threes in the first half for Milwaukee. Well, if the Celtics somehow win this game and the Sixers cough up that game to Milwaukee, they will be kicking themselves. After the free throws, 59-50. Orlando going to let the 2 for 1 go here. Wagner down the left side, scoops it up, no good. Walsh may have got a piece of it. 3-on-2 the other way. Harper coming right down the middle. Through De Silva, scores off the glass.
Went a little too fast, though.
Celtics within 7. Celtics have played harder and with more purpose in this first half. Only trail by 7 despite shooting just 33%. Suggs. Banchero wants it against Tanji. Banchero, left-hand dribble, knocks Tanji over. They're calling the block. And that'll be free throws for Banchero with 5.6 to go in the half.
Wow. This on. Man. Hit him with the body then. One thing Banchero doesn't do that Jalen does a lot, extends the arm into the body of the defender. He's so big with his body, once he hits you, you go flying.
So the reason we were discussing this, obviously, is because where does Jaylen Brown's 2026 rank on this list? I'm feeling this discussion is going to continue. I think we're going to get all to it today. But my Paul Pierce choice was 2009. And by the way, Ray Allen's 2009 was on my honorable mention list. But I thought that was Paul Pierce at his very best. Remember, Kevin Garnett was not healthy for most of that year. And Paul Pierce, I thought, put it all together in 2009. That, to me, was his best year. I had that 5th on my list. Banchero gets the free throws, 61-52. 5.6 to go in the half. Shireman inbound. Harper's got it. He will get the half court. Harper steps to his right. Off balance 3. No good. And that's how the first half will come to an end. The Celtics play hard. They play with purpose. They get to the free throw line, and they turn the Magic over. but they were not able to shoot. And that's the reason they trail by 9 at the break. Coming up, Jake Seymour will update you on the NBA scores, playoff positioning. Rory McIlroy winning the Masters again. The Red Sox winning again. The Bruins clinch the playoff spot. They're in action as well, so an awful lot going on. Then back here at TD Garden for the final half of one of the more exceptional regular seasons in recent Celtics history. They trail the Orlando Magic 61-52, 80 and a half games down, 1 half to go on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Time to celebrate 10 years of Blink Smart Security. It might be our anniversary, but we're treating you to big deals. Whether keeping an eye on your backyard, seeing your packages arrive in crisp 2K, or checking on your cat from your daily commute, stay connected to home right from your phone. Save now on doorbells, cameras, floodlights, and more. 10 years, millions of homes, a whole lot of deals. Shop Blink's 10-year anniversary sale now.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust a Nemu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Most supplements are made with isolated synthetic nutrients. Standard process Collinsonia root is different. We believe nutrition should come from whole foods, not laboratories. Our Collinsonia root supports healthy digestion using ingredients sourced from our certified organic farm. It's nutrient-dense, minimally processed, and prepared to maintain its natural integrity. This is whole food nutrition at its finest. Experience what real supplements should be. Search Standard Process on Amazon today.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday. If you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Anchovies on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Mazzulla was getting pushed in the back. They don't call it. Here's Harper calling his own number, and that number is 3. And there's a turnaround. And the Celtics jump right back in and down by 8.
Celtics right now at the halftime break. 61-52 is the score. Slow one here. 82 of 82. Celtics have already clinched the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. So that means other players who aren't in the rotation coming up on 2-ways, on non-guaranteed contract, whatever the case may be, they're getting their time to shine. And the player taking care of business in the first half was, of course, Ron Harper Jr. Sponsored by Cambridge Savings Bank. Taking care of business starts with a great team. With CSB, you get a partner who puts you first so you can focus on what matters most. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Once again, Ron Harper, he has 17 first-half points, 6 of 11 shooting, and 3 of 7 from deep.
Ron Harper dribbling behind his back. Patazzi pulls away, so Harper takes another 3 and buries it. On the other hand, maybe I'll stick with my original pick of Harper. He's got 10 in the first 8+ minutes. We're tied at 18.
Friday night, I was at the Celtics game, called into the Joe show, and Joe and I were talking about players that you would want to protect. You only get 8 players to protect in an expansion draft, and Joe is very high on Ron Harper Jr. He actually tweeted out during the game, one day there will be betting props for Ron Harper Jr. So anyone's looking at the sports book, maybe one day there will be. Tonight, though, he is doing well for the Celtics and making good on the promise that Joe wants him to be one of the protected players. But, of course, it's other players contributing as well. Baylor Shireman, who's already in the rotation for the Celtics, he's shining in 15 minutes in the first half. He has 14 points on 3 of 9 shooting, and, of course, 1 rebound and 2 assists.
Entry Garza to Shireman. Shireman against Suggs. Goes to a crazy scoop shot from his knees. Harlem Globetrotter style. He scoops it over Suggs off the glass and in.
A hook shot.
And Luka Garza as well. He's the only other Celtic in double digits. He's got 12 points, 4 of 9 shooting with 5 rebounds tonight.
Tanji going to keep it. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Put back Luka Garza. Been doing it all year.
That ball comes off on that other side of the rim. He is almost guaranteed to get it.
No starts for the Celtics tonight. Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard, you name them, all out for rest as they gear up for the playoffs. They'll have about a week-long break. April 18th is the start of the playoffs when the Celtics will more than likely, it's not officially confirmed yet, when they'll face their opponent. And speaking of the opponent, if you guys want to have some time and have a fun time looking at who they could potentially play, it all depends on the final games today. Raptors, Magic, and 76ers. Those are the three teams the Celtics could play in that first round matchup. Of course, with the new NBA tournament, there'll be a play-in tournament for the 7 and 8 game. That'll be Tuesday night, April 14th. The winner of that game will be named the number 7 seed, and they'll book a trip to Boston to host or to play the Celtics for 2 games at home before the Celtics head on the road to one of those 3 teams. And one of those teams will finish as the 6th seed right above the play-in line and have to go to New York, the team the Celtics could face in the second round if they get that far. But right now in Orlando, it's been all Magic so far. They've got 61 first quarter points. Franz Wagner has 14 points in the half, 5 of 8 shooting with 2 rebounds. Jalen Suggs, 14 points as well on 5 of 11 shooting. Their leads was as many as 11 points in that first half. Of course, the Celtics have cut it to single digits in the final moments of that second quarter, and it's been all Magic through it, all. And at the halftime break, Magic lead the Celtics 61-52. I'm Jake Seymour. Sports Up headlines coming up next on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings and get up to 40% off, plus up to $500 off select appliances from top brands like Samsung. Get a fridge with 0 clearance hinges, so the doors open fully even in tighter spaces in your kitchen. And laundry that saves you time, like an all-in-one washer-dryer that can run a full load in just 68 minutes. Shop Spring Black Friday savings, plus get free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 9th through April 29th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
WROR after the game.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The scoreboard from around the league is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Quick look around the scoreboard. Cavaliers up 76-68 over the Wizards with 7:40 to play in the third quarter. Pistons 82-63 over the Pacers, 11:50 to go in the third quarter. And in Miami, midway through the third quarter, Heat lead the Hawks 75-68. And the Charlotte Hornets are leading the Knicks 69-54 at the start of the third quarter. 76ers are in a tight one with the Milwaukee Bucks, 66-64 at the start of the third. And the Raptors lead the Nets 70-61. We'll also take a look at the NBA standings here as well. Toronto Raptors are currently the 6th seed, followed by the Orlando Magic at 7, 76ers at 8, and the Hornets and Miami Heat rounded off at the 9 and 10 seeds. Earlier today, the Boston Red Sox, they've won back-to-back series for the first time in 2026 with a 9-3 victory over the Cardinals. Ryan Baio picked up his first win of the season, and Jarren Duran knocked in 3 runs with a double in the 4th inning. The Red Sox head to Minnesota for a 3-game set against the Twins, starting Monday at 7:40 p.m. And James Higgins, the Bruins' first-round pick in the 2025 draft, is making his NHL debut tonight against the Blue Jackets. Boston is tied at 1 midway through the second period in Columbus, and you can hear the action with Ryan Johnson and Bob Beers on 98.5 The Sports Hub. And well, it was an interesting finish today at Augusta National. After missing the fairway off the tee box, Rory McIlroy bogeyed on 18 to win the Masters. He became the first golfer since Tiger Woods in 2002 to win at Augusta National in back-to-back years. And on top of that, I didn't know this, but the Green Jackets, which producer Matthew Stenberg was telling me during the break, is that the Green Jacket stays at the course, can't be taken off, but because Rory has now won in back-to-back years, he gets a second time to go around with the jacket. And they also give out, this is another tidbit as well, they give out a replica. That would be greatly appreciated because I'm not sure how you get a replica of a clothing item. confusing to me. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe during the third quarter, we can have an update for you in postgame. But I'm Jake Seymour, Grandy and Max. They'll have the call the second half next on the BetMGM WROR Celtics.
Get it done.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
As the Celtics and the Orlando Magic get set to finish out the regular season here, Celtics down by 9, 61-52. As we go to the second half, time for our 25th anniversary Grandy and Max season. This date in Celtics history brought to you by Blue Sky Restoration. If you have a property disaster, visit GoBLUSKY.com. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
It's time for This Date in Celtics History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
What a pass by DJ! 42 for Paul Pierce! A 3-pointer for 38! KG is locked and loaded tonight. The Celtics did what they needed to do today. They win their 4th straight. They sweep the home and home from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Brad Stevens waves across court to David Blatt, and he may as well be saying, see you next weekend. The Celtics are one Indiana loss or win away from a shocking return to the playoffs. They blow away the Cavs this afternoon, 117-78. 11 years ago today. How poetic, don't you think? The Celtics blew out the Cleveland Cavaliers, who sat everybody, LeBron and Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith in that game. Celtics win easily, and what that would do was set up a first-round meeting between those two in the 7-2 matchup in the Eastern Conference in the final weekend of the season. As I said at the time, I don't remember doing it, saying at the time, see you next weekend. This could be the exact same thing here with the Celtics or a version of the Celtics anyway, playing today against the Orlando Magic, the Celtics' most likely first-round playoff opponent. 61-52 is the Orlando lead. There was kind of a lot of that going around this week. Atlanta and Cleveland, Max, played a home-and-home this week. They were on target to play each other until Atlanta started messing around with the game today. And if Atlanta loses, they are going to drop to the 6th spot in the Eastern Conference and end up in the 6-3 with the Knicks. So not a lot of drama. Toronto's starting to pull away from Brooklyn as we expected in the third quarter. So I don't think there's going to be a ton of surprises today as far as the wins and losses. But there was just no circumstance by which Joe Mazzulla, knowing you're going to see this team again next weekend, was going to show any cards. We talked to him before that. Did you even consider playing anybody, considering you're not going to play for a week? And it never really was much of a consideration.
Well, I think that, you know, one of the things you talk about all the time, how about the people who paid to see these guys?
Yeah, I think to some degree, my only thing, because you know I'm very big on that during the regular season, if you buy tickets for the final day of the regular season, you sort of have to know ahead of time there's a good chance you're going to get a game like this. Because it happens, it seems to happen every year. Garza or Max Shulgo. Shulgo will move it left side. It's going to be a Jordan Walsh 3 that is all net, but not in the good way. It's an air ball short. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Celtics shoot just 32% to this point. Trailing by 9. Hanging around with hustle. Hanging around by getting to the free throw line. Hanging around by turning the Magic over. But they've had that starting group in there. And Banchero, Carter, Franz Wagner, they're too big for this group. Wagner gets to the free throw line. Carter, extra pass to Suggs. Good job by Harper to slide his feet. Forces the kick out. Franz Wagner. Euro step in the paint. Flips it up with the right hand. Way short. Not a good shot from Franz Wagner. Garza has his 6th rebound to go along with 12 points. Celtics hitting on 55 wins. Atlantic Division title. Harper drives, floats with the right hand, no good. Garza got a hand on the rebound, but he was in too deep to do anything with it. Suggs lead for Franz Wagner. Attacks Shireman, scoops, and misses the layup. Magic have been a little sloppy near the rim today. It remains a 9-point game. Shulga, open, 3, nope. And a rebound for Banchero. And if all the guys whose heart is just beating too fast today, Shulga's to the top of that list. His first NBA start. Banchero drives and gets fouled by Harper. Shulga has not scored. 0 for 3. Jordan Walsh, by the way, is 0 for 6.
Well, here's the thing, which is, to me, is the beauty of the game and the contrast of the game is the fact that he's starting in some games that some players who've been in the NBA forever never got an opportunity to start.
It's amazing. Well, as I said on a couple of different outlets today, this is a day, not just here, but around the NBA, that a lot of guys that you may not have heard of are going to be telling their grandkids about. This was the day I scored 20 points in an NBA game.
I told mine. They don't believe me. Kids are my kids. Yeah, you did what? Wait a minute. You won an NBA series?
It's called 30 for 30.
Really?
We say crazy stuff, by the way. Crazy stuff happens on this day.
They think it was me. They look at it and say, maybe that was AI back then. Maybe they're doing something.
Yeah, actually, they don't believe, right? They see stuff now, kids now.
Yeah, what? Daddy?
So Cleveland has a huge lead on Washington. Shireman free throw line jumper bounces in. So the Celtics just trying to hang around. 9-point game, 63-54. Orlando with the lead. Cleveland was up 20-plus on Washington. Franz Wagner gets the 2 right back. 65-54. 11-point Orlando lead. We're early in the third quarter. Cleveland in the game by 24. It's down to 5 now. Shireman lost it, has it back, throws it out towards Harper. Shot clock down to 7. Shireman shaking up here. Harper strong down the left side, lays it in with the right hand. He exploded to the goal there. Harper's up to 19 now. You knew it was going to be a career night for him. And he played a big part in one of the real gap year wins, I thought, that signified this team. Banchero rises, ball knocked away by Shulka out of bounds. Orlando will keep it with 11 to shoot. The signature wins for this team this year were the games that they had no right to win. Those second night of the back-to-back at Cleveland early this year, playing without White and Caden. They played, and the game I'm referring to with Harper was the game at Houston. But he had that monster game in the back-to-back. Carter all alone, right side 3 is no good. Rebound, Shireman jumps in front of everybody, including Franz Wagner comes up with it. Boston down 9, 9:41 to go in the third. Harper, pretty good look, open, right side 3, no good, back iron, and the rebound. Garza steals it from De Silva. De Silva reaches in, ties him up for a jump ball.
Garza just hustles, man. And I don't care what it is. I like seeing him play because he's going to give you your money's worth. And he's just coming. If you don't box him out, he doesn't care if you have the ball or not. You better secure it, put it in your pocket, swallow it, eat it, do whatever you're going to do. But don't expose it if he's around.
Phillies come from behind. They're up 9 on Milwaukee now, middle of the third. Toronto up 13 on Brooklyn. Still fairly early in the third. Everything's sliding into place right now. Harper for Shireman. He's got an up fake here on Suggs, so he steps to his left, takes the 3, and makes it. What a week Baylor Shireman has had. The 6 threes at Madison Square Garden. And tonight, getting the start of the final night of the season, he has matched Ron Harper, game high 19 points. 65-59. Orlando only by 6 here. Banchero bumps Jordan Walsh and draws the contact and the foul. This cannot, if this game stays like this, that cannot do anything for the confidence of the Orlando Magic if they come here next weekend. And again, I know what you're going to say, what your thought bubble is that, of course, they want to play Detroit. Everybody would rather play Detroit right now than Boston because of the uncertainty of Cade Cunningham and the lack of shooting depth and playoff experience for the Detroit Pistons. I get all that. But there's no way, as Banchero gets the first free throw, that teams are going to mess around with the play-in. Because you can't, when you have very little margin for error, you're not going to give away a game and go down to the last possible chance to win one just to play Detroit in the first round and not Boston. You got a chance to get in the playoffs. You got to punch that ticket. Banchero misses the second free throw. Rebound for Garza. Orlando by 7. 66-59. Exactly 9 minutes to go in the third quarter right now if you're syncing up. Enjoying Jim Edmonds' pictures for the final time. 45 years as the Celtics television director. Entry to Garza. Spinning on De Silva, floats it up. Here comes Carter from the backside to swat that shot into the front row.
Nice job by Carter. Just get that basketball even before it got up to the apex.
Of course he went to Duke. His parents wanted him very much to go to Harvard. So to think what he would have done in the Ivy League.
Yeah, well, he's here.
Under out of bounds. Jordan Walsh catches and scores with the left hand. Great look from Shireman. It's a 5-point game. 66-61. 8:39 to go in the third. Jalen Suggs, push pass for Banchero. Watched by Jordan Walsh. Silva sets the screen. Banchero lines up Ron Harper. Left-hand dribble, throws the right shoulder into Harper, then kicks out to De Silva. Up fakes a 3 and runs into Jordan Walsh to pick up another foul on him. And it's becoming a problem here for Jordan Walsh. Third foul on Jordan Walsh. Third team foul on the Celtics here in the first 3:36 of the quarter.
You can use you in these kind of games, so don't want to pick up those cheapies.
B-ball, Paul Reed has 26 for Detroit, 11 for 11 at Indiana today. De Silva runs it up with the left hand. He traveled on the way in. And Tobias Harris playing in the last day of the season. By the way, Cade Cunningham is playing for Detroit today, which is an interesting choice.
Well, trying to get his wind right, trying to get him back, his timing right in the NBA game. There's so many of them.
Played 22 minutes. Miami is up 14 still on Atlanta. That's a game that could flip the standings. 5 and 6 in the East. Shireman steps to his left. Open three. No good. That would have been a big one. Would have made it a 2-point game. Instead, here's Wagner driving on Harper. Goes to the right hand as always. Goaltending, yeah, on Shireman coming late.
Goaltending, credit the basket to Franz Wagner.
So Wagner now with 18. 15, 7, and 6 for Banchero, but just 4 of 12 shooting. Both teams have shot poorly, particularly from 3. Orlando 8 of 24, Boston 8 of 30. Harper sliding down the right side, bounce pass out to the wing, open is Walsh for 3. Cuts it to 4, 68-64. Franz Wagner has a step on Shireman. Garza comes to help. Wagner gives it up. De Silva swings right side to Suggs. Shulga in front of him. They'll reset with Banchero. Back to Suggs straight away. Suggs sets behind the screen, takes the 3 and makes it. Jalen Suggs getting his 3 on tonight. 5 of 10 from distance. 33% three-point shooter. In and out of the lineup with injuries this year. Over the shoulder pass. Harper for Shireman, dribbles around Suggs. Kick out of the last second. Shulga open for 3. Got it. Nice. His first bucket tonight in his first NBA start. He's on the board, and the Celtics only trail by 4 midway through the third. 71-67. Banchero. Handoff Franz Wagner. Knocked away by Shireman, and Wagner trips him up. Loose ball foul.
That should be breakaway.
Could be a breakaway, yeah. That's what the Celtics should be discussing. It's going to bring us to a timeout anyway for further conversation. 5:13 gone by, third quarter.
Grainger offers professional-grade products, easy ordering, and next-day delivery, making them the go-to play for everyone keeping arenas game day ready. Call, click, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Matt just said we lost connection.
Ah, New England spring. We're so ready to get outside and celebrate with all the deliciousness from Big Y. Charcuterie expertly plated, oh so nicely. Shrimp with cocktail sauce, chilled and spicy. Spiral ham glazed to perfection. Candies, cakes, and other sweet confections. Ah, yes, spring has finally sprung. Big Y. Nicely done.
Too many veterans in Massachusetts are living without the dental care they deserve, jeopardizing their oral health and overall health. Hi, I'm Boston forward Sam Hauser, and that's why I've joined the Delta Dental of Massachusetts for Veterans Assist. This season, with every assist on the court, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Together, we're opening doors to critical oral health care for veterans experiencing housing challenges. They've served us, now it's our turn to serve them. Learn more at 98.5.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Thinking about starting weight loss treatment? GoodRx is here to help. We offer FDA-approved GLP-1 medications prescribed by licensed providers, including the Wegovy tablet, with straightforward pricing and pickup at your local pharmacy or delivery to your door. All from America's #1 prescription app. Go to goodrx.com/weight-loss to get started. GoodRx is not insurance. Cancel anytime. #1 prescription app ranked by a third-party study.
At findmassmoney.gov.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
A Ron Harper 3 gets the Celtics within 1, but then a turnover, and Banchero never got back to play defense, so he's all alone for a layup. 73-70, Orlando by 3, midway through the third quarter right now. Shireman for Luka Garza. Wendell Carter tags him up. Near turnover. Garza drops it. Suggs ball hawking. Garza saves it to Shireman. Attacks to the paint. Kick out of the wing. Harper steps to his left. Takes the three. It rims out. Would have tied the game. And a rebound for Suggs.
I'm going to be a fan this time.
Oh, I see. You're cheering. Banchero. Wendell Carter. You go on the TV side, you can just openly cheer. Banchero is alone on the left side. His three is no good. The rebound, Carter box out Garza, but the loose ball gobbled up by Shireman. Boston down only 3. 5:20 to go in the third. Harper in the corner. Thought about the tying shot. Instead floats it back out to Shulga. Now Shireman. Couple of dribbles. Carter watching him. Shot clock down to 10. Deep three. Shireman tie game.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, Shireman. You don't mind if I do it like Zoe, do you?
It's too late to get the TV jump.
Zoe.
Well, Zoe would have jumped before I said 3. He would have stepped all over it. Suggs gets fouled. It's going to be on Shulga.
Yeah. What are you calling over there?
Celtics are, that's their 4th team foul, so they no longer have a foul to give. So here we are, the Orlando Magic in a game they need to win against the Celtics, who are sitting their top 9 tonight. Only 8 players available, and we have a tie game with 4:58 to go in the third. Banchero, a quiet 17 in this game. Now Anthony Black, left-hand dribble, gets to an open spot. Free throw launch ever way short. And the rebound for Ron Harper. Magic just going to get tighter as this goes on. If it stays close, Shireman floats it left side. Here's Harper driving, beats everybody. Right-hand slam, and the Celtics have the lead.
Tomahawk coming to your house soon.
21-8 is the Boston run. Corner 3, Suggs, no good. Would have been his 6th of the night. Rebound Garza, Boston by 2. And the ball, 4:25 to go in the third. Shireman, crazy pull-up 3 is no good. Garza gets the offensive rebound and throws it back up and in. Timeout, Jamal Mosley.
Do you want it? Do you need it? Do you love it? I got your gap right here.
An Orlando Magic season that has been stained by second-half leads vanishing, and it could be happening at the most embarrassing time on the final night of the season. 3:19 to go in the third quarter. Boston 77, Orlando 73 on the BetMGM WROR.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu. With Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Well, it's getting real now for the Orlando Magic. Their 11-point lead is gone, 77-73. Boston by 4 with 4:19 to go in the third quarter. Orlando has led for most of the night and by as many as 11 earlier in this quarter. Well, the Celtics just finding a way with the top 9 on the roster not playing in this game. 15 assists for the Celtics with each one. $25 more from Delta Dental, the Tough School of Dental Medicine. Cares for Veterans program. Tell you more about that as Black drives and scores with a right-hand runner. 77-75. Boston lead is 2. Exactly 4 minutes to go in the third if you're syncing up. Banton out of the center court logo. Down the right side he comes. Pump fake. Black doesn't go for it. Banton will throw it back out towards Shireman. It's gotten hot here in the third quarter. 6 threes in Madison Square Garden the other night. 4 in game 82 tonight. He's going to pull up. Tough contested one. He hits it anyway. But Tazi was right on his arm when he took that shot.
Fire! Somebody call the fire department.
threes now for Shireman. Banchero rolls over Shireman. No call, and he misses the layup. Offensive rebound for Orlando. They swing it around into the corner for a Carter three. That rims out. Offensive rebound, Batase. Garza gets hit. Kane swings to Black. Bounce entry, Batase. Bounce pass into the paint. Hits the foot of Black. Goes out of bounds. And the Boston Celtics have a 5-point lead and the ball with 3:15 to go in the third.
You can tell that you look at Banchero, he's mad now. I mean, you're talking about ran over Shireman. Shireman knocked that shot in his face. You might want to take him out of the game. He says the Mosley here coming out of the game.
Well, the look on Jamal Mosley's face right now tells the story of a difficult 6 months. Toronto up 16 on Brooklyn. Philly up 16 on Milwaukee. Everything else is rounding into shape here. But not the Celtics as Garza launches a three, hits a three, and the Celtics now lead by 8.
These guys are playing like madmen.
29-10 is the Boston run here midway through the quarter. 2:45 to go in the third. Franz Wagner throws his head back as he launches. I think they're going to call this foul on the floor. It won't matter because the Celtics are now over the limit. So Wagner will get 2 free throws, not 3, with the Magic down 8 and 2:45 to go in the third.
Well, throws a monkey wrench in here if you're the Celtics right now, and if you're Orlando.
Well, the monkey wrench it throws to the Magic is another really disappointing loss. It would be in a season full of them. But what it would do was flip the 7-8 play-in game on Tuesday night. Instead of it being Philadelphia at Orlando, it would be Orlando at Philadelphia.
Oh, they're tough over there. You're talking about Philly. You give them one shot at winning the game. Edgecombe. No, he's able
they'd
to
have
do.
one shot to win the game anyway in Orlando, but obviously they'd rather have it at home where they are today. They fell behind at halftime, but Philly's up 17 now with 9:22 to go.
Chilly Philly.
Toronto's up 16 as they go to the fourth quarter. Free throws good, 83-77. Magic want that home game. They're going to have to come from behind to get it. They're out shooting the Celtics. They're out rebounding the Celtics, but turnovers, man. 15 turnovers for Orlando. That's the difference right now. Some hot three-point shooting from Shireman, who they're using Batase to check now. Shireman, right-hand dribble, Batase. He steps back on Batase and hits another ridiculous three.
I said it. That man's a flamethrower.
Baylor Shireman has hit 4 threes in the quarter, and the Celtics lead by 9.
Oh, my God. That last one was sick.
I was telling Doris Burke before the game, she's like, give me somebody. I said, Shireman, he doesn't blink. Here's a pull-up three. Wagner, no good. Rebound. Black can't get it. Tanjay wins the foot race. Cross-court pass somehow gets to Banton. 2 minutes to go in the third. Celtics should take a double-digit lead. Step back three. Ron Harper.
The boys put some spank on it. They put some spank.
And the Celtics starters are going crazy in sweats on the bench. 89-77. Boston by 12. They enter to Batase. Easy 2. Falling to his left, taking the feed from Black. We're at 89-79. Boston by 10. And the ball. 1:33 to go in the third. This would be the gap yearest win in the gap year. Garza spinning on Batase. Following. Hook shot is good. And the foul.
Counted and one. But these boys want this. I said it before the game. I started talking about Shireman. I said he could give you 40 tonight shooting the basketball.
Less than a point per possession. 52 total points for the Celtics in the first half. If Garza hits this free throw, it's a 40-point quarter for the Celtics with 1:26 to go in the third. And I'm not sure you could psych out Orlando any more for a playoff series than what this team, this group of Celtics is doing to them tonight. 92-79, a 24-point turnaround in the quarter for the Celtics from down 11 to up 13. The Magic are barking at each other here. Black in the corner, fumbles his dribble, trying to desperately get it back to Wagner, drops it, slapped away. Tanjay and Harper combined for the steal. Boston by 13, and the ball. One team believes in itself, the other doesn't. Harper misses a long three, and Carter has the rebound. Carter puts it back in the hands of Black. Return to Carter. He's going to take the open three on the left side. No good. Rebound, Batase. Slapped away by Shireman. Off Batase, out of bounds. Boston ball.
The boys just want a little bit more. These guys on the floor wanted a little bit more. You talked about this game before. You said, load it up right now. Set up for Toronto.
I'm going to disagree with you. You just said they wanted a lot more. Not a little.
Sandwiches.
It is apparent. Boston by 13. Garden going berserk here. Let's go Celtics chance. Harper dribbling low. Push pass for the cutter. Tanjay reverses it up and in. A 42-point third quarter for the Celtics. They lead by 15. Javon Carter. And to Jamal Cain. Now Batase. And they're calling him play down here. Did Banton grab Wagner?
No,
or there's a uniform issue,
blood,
right?
Blood right now on Garza. One time they had to call the hazmat unit in. But that stopped them in the middle of trying to get a play going towards the hole.
Well, Atlanta's going to lose tonight, so it looks like Toronto is going to move up. And boy, the Eastern Conference playoffs, one half of the bracket is going to look totally different than the other. You're going to have Detroit, Cleveland, Toronto, and the 8th seed in one half of the bracket. And the Celtics, Knicks, Hawks, and whoever the 7th seed is in the other half.
Oh, Doctor. I love it. This is, come on. Just going directly right now to Shaw's a stab Mac and going to get me some popsicles because Sean Grandy's going to blow my mind today. What kind of popsicles do I want, though?
You still get those popsicle headaches?
Only when you're talking. When you're talking, you tell me these stories. Because I don't eat popsicles. It's too cold for my mouth.
Creamsicles I used to love. Inbound comes to Franz Wagner. Magic need to settle this down. They're down by 15. Wagner drives, scoops, misses, no good. But Taze looked like he went over the cylinder to knock that in, but they're going to count it. 94-81. Celtics get the final shot of a remarkable third quarter. And a remarkable night of what has been a remarkable year. But a turnover here. Harper has it punched away by Franz Wagner. So the Magic will get the ball back, down 13 with 7 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Joe's bringing back in defenders right now.
Walsh and Amari Williams. Badlashine will come out and get a little bit of a rest. 14 in the first half for Shireman, 14 in the quarter. 28 for the game. Harper's got 27. 94-81. Boston the lead. Here's Wagner. 3 seconds to go. Steps to his left. Calmly takes the three. No good. Rebound Jamal Cain. Can't get the putback. And a simply stunning third quarter has just unfolded in front of our eyes. The Celtics trailed this game by 9 at the end of one. By 9 at halftime, by as many as 11 early in the third quarter. They will take a 13-point lead to the fourth as we make the turn for home. End of 3. Final quarter of the year coming up next from TD Garden. Boston 94, Orlando 81. On the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Proud to be local since 1860.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
Sellout crowd. You said you felt bad for the people that came to the ballpark today because they didn't get to see the Stars. Instead, they're seeing the Celtics top 9 sit out, and the bottom 8 are going to take a 13-point lead to the fourth quarter at the Garden. Field of Thrill live Celtics basketball at TD Garden all season with seats from Ticketmaster making a switch. Buy and sell your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. The next Celtics home game will be Saturday or Sunday next weekend. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals against either the Orlando Magic or the Philadelphia 76ers, who it appears right now, unless the Magic can come back, and it's a full quarter here, only down by 13. But if this score holds, it'll be Orlando at Philly as opposed to Philly at Orlando in the 7-8 game on Tuesday. Celtics will face the winner.
Fun time. The reason I favor Philly, although the weather I love in Orlando, still harks me back to those years of me playing against the 76ers when you realize that Orlando was not in the league when I played.
Again, no Joel Embiid for the Sixers. Certainly for the first round of the playoffs after having surgery. Have his appendix removed. He just cannot get out of his own way. Just has unbelievably bad luck. All right, fourth quarter for Orlando. Let's see if they can make a statement here. Wagner moves it to the right corner. Anthony Black's three is no good. Rebound Shireman. Shireman, fourth rebound along with 28 points. Lead for Tanjay. He's going to step into the paint, force it up. No good. And the rebound for Batase. Javon Carter, the veteran. Throws it to the middle. Batadze extra pass. Franz Wagner. Oh, Batadze shucks Shireman out of the way. That gives Black a look in the corner. He doesn't want it. Return to Franz Wagner. Franz pulls up on Amari Williams. Left elbow jumper. No good. Long rebound. Shireman can't grab it. Anthony Black does. And he gets fouled while running it up and in. Bad break for the Celtics and a chance for a three-point play here.
Got to come up with these loose balls, especially if you're out there as a hustler. Funny now that all of a sudden Baines comes back in this game, which is kind of crazy.
10-second station identification on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Beasley Media Group's 105.7 WROR. WROR HD1. Framingham, Boston. 80s and more. More hits. More variety. Way more 80s.
Grandy and Max. And I guess we should have realized that Game 82 was going to have to go this way because anything else would not fit the script of what we've seen and could not possibly have imagined 6 months ago. Free throw miss. No three-point play for Black. Boston by 11. And the ball. 48 seconds into the fourth quarter. Celtics looking to score a stunning upset on the final night of the season. Harper drive, wraparound bounce pass for Amari Williams, two-hand slam.
Could have been and one as he got hit in the back of the head. Harper's played a great game.
He has 27 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Shireman with 28. Black falling away, misses the shot, gets the foul on Tanche. Black will go to the line. A couple of early fourth quarter fouls against the Celtics. Keep that in mind. Everything else is now, after a slow start, pretty much going according to form, particularly in the area of the Eastern Conference standings the Celtics were concerned with. Toronto up by 20 on Brooklyn with 9:35 to go. Philadelphia now pulling away late and beat Milwaukee easily. So with the Sixers win and a Toronto win, Orlando needs to hold serve here, like there are two teams they're looking at here, Philadelphia and Toronto. If the Magic cannot come back and win, and by the way, Jamal Mosley just put Paolo Banchero back in with 10:52 to go. If you don't think the Magic need to win this game.
Try to get it, big fella.
This is now, here's what we've got here. I'm going to check on, Atlanta's down 22. They're going to lose that game in Miami. So this is how the horses are going to come into the Eastern Conference. Second free throw is good. So 96-85, Boston by 11, 10:49 to go. First round playoff series. It's going to be Toronto and Cleveland, Atlanta and New York. Those are the playoff series that we know about. And the 7-8 game will be Orlando and Philadelphia. It's just a question of where that game takes place. Tanji step back three, and that's good. The Celtics could not buy a three. In the first half, they shot 28%, 7 of 25. They're 10 of 17 in the second half. Banchero's drive blocked away out of bounds. Celtics lead by 14.
Boy, you can see Banchero's getting more and more upset. He is playing some bully ball now.
Black under out of bounds into the corner, and the three, the fall away from Bane is no good. Bane has not played since the opening minutes of this game. And now that the Magic have to win, he's back in there. Amari Williams moving screen, they're going to call it. They didn't call it on the other end, but they call it on the rookie, Amari Williams. Celtics charged with a turnover. Orlando will get the ball down 14 with 10:14 to go.
That was a late call.
Yeah, it was the right call, but it was late.
Boy, Joe is still barking.
So is Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell going to be rooting for his guy, probably Tyrese Maxey, Tuesday night. Philadelphia and Orlando do battle to see who comes to Boston. Banchero, left side, Carter. Return to Banchero. Banchero bodies into Shireman. Shireman shuts him down. Return to Carter, 5 on the shot clock. Carter has Shireman poking the ball. Bounce entry. Banchero catches, spins, moves it down low to Carter. Blocked at the shot clock buzzer by Banton. Boy, the Celtics are just one step ahead defensively that whole possession. This has been a sight to see. Celtics by 14 and the ball. 9:38 to go. Banton throws it back to Shireman. Thought about the three. Puts it to the floor. Drive. Stumbles his way in. Draws the foul. Banks it no good. But Shireman will get free throws here with Boston up 14 and 9:34 to go.
Shireman has done exactly what I thought he would do. Take this game over with. I had him at 40. Right now. Ooh,
you had Shireman before this game, and I had Harper. And those two have combined for 55 points. They're the two high scorers in the game. And Garza is the third high scorer.
Some guys getting their opportunity.
Shireman calmly knocks down a free throw. Big story in this game. We said at the start of the night, Orlando leads the league in free throw attempts. The Celtics are last in the league in free throw attempts. It's 22-20 Orlando right now. Wow. And the Celtics have made more because the Celtics have not missed one, he said. Broadcaster jinx incoming with Shireman about to attempt the 20th free throw tonight.
Broadcaster jinx, but boy, as a coach over there is Mosley. His coach's last year. This is tough to watch.
The Celtics have their largest lead. They're up by 16. He put Banchero back in early. He had to put Bane in the game with 9:25 to go. Orlando down by 16. Banchero stumbles in the paint, throws it out to the wing. He misses Black. Orlando turns it over, and the Magic have come unglued as they have in so many second halves this year.
Glued, but man, their body language is a god awful.
It's a bad look. The way you woke up as a Celtics fan thinking about Orlando in the first round of the playoffs, you're not feeling that way now. You may be changing who you're rooting for on Tuesday night. Bounce pass in the corner. Shireman was out of bounds when he caught it. 11th Boston turnover. 9:09 to go. Celtics leading by 16. There's always one crazy upset on this final day when so many teams are so heavily favored. But who knew it could be the Celtics? Out to the wing. Banchero's three. Short. Rebound. Bane gets there first. They reset it with Suggs. Orlando going for it. Starters back on the floor. Carter, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, Williams can't grab it. Carter can't either, and is ripped away from him by Banton. Banton races into the front court, keeps it away from the ball hawking of Anthony Black, floats it to the trailer Shireman. It's in the hands of Harper. Up fakes the three. Thought about popping the crowd. Instead, he pulls it back. Harper, couple of dribbles, stumbled, and fouled by Anthony Black. And that was the patience of Harper. Instead of going for some crazy three, they ran the half court, draw the fourth foul on Anthony Black, and the second team foul on Orlando.
With your adrenaline flowing. When your adrenaline is flowing like that, you're like, well, I know it's a cliff and it's 100 feet. Maybe I can make it. Maybe I can make it.
I know he doesn't like us to talk about it, and I don't care. But if Joe Mazzulla hasn't put away Coach of the Year by now, I don't know what the award is for. Shireman deep on the left side, 8 on the shot clock. Left-hand dribble, pass Carter, kick out, open. Tanji, three, nope. Back iron, rebound pulled down by Carter. Orlando with the ball, down 16. An abysmal second half here for the Magic. They need this three from Suggs, and they get it. Suggs has been on point, 6 of 12 from three. And Joe Mazzulla will call a timeout as the momentum is finally gone for the first time in a while. Can the Celtics pull one final miracle out of a season hat full of them? 8:16 to go. Boston 101, Orlando 88 on the BetMGM WR.
Time to celebrate 10 years of Blink Smart Security. It might be our anniversary, but we're treating you to big deals. Whether keeping an eye on your backyard, seeing your packages arrive in crisp 2K, or checking on your cat from your daily commute, stay connected to home right from your phone. Save now on doorbells, cameras, floodlights, and more. 10 years, millions of homes, a whole lot of deals. Shop Blink's 10-year anniversary sale now.
Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Complete your bachelor's degree on your own terms with our flexible online and night degree programs at Bridgewater State University. Visit bridgew.edu/campaign/CCS to learn more.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound, shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection, so you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Wi-Fi starting at $19.95 per month. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
All natural chicken is now on sale for just $1.99 a pound at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, get Value Pack Signature Select Boneless Chicken Breast or Thighs for $1.99 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. Use the Shaw's app for coupon deals like this, rewards points, and delicious recipes in Shaw's Meals Hub, like Greek garlic chicken and potatoes with sauteed lemon spinach. Order online and get free curbside pickup, or choose delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
Your free consultation today.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR.
After the game.
Stay tuned after the game for Omega Post Game Live. And I don't know what is left to talk about. So I'm looking down now and I'm seeing Derek White, Sam Hauser, Celtics starters, Nikola Vucevic sitting at the end of the bench, watching this group. Celtics sitting there top 9 on the final day of the season. The 8 available: Shireman, Walsh, Garza, Shulga, Harper, Banton, Williams, and Tanji. After falling behind by 11 on several occasions, including early in the third quarter, this group of Celtics put together one of the best quarters of the year. They have outscored Orlando in the second half, 49-27, and Boston is up by 13 with 8:16 to go, trying to take a playoff, play-in home game away from the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. You think about what they've done. But, boy, I keep thinking about how you said New York and Atlanta. I keep thinking the Great Barrier down there. That's going to be a tough matchup. And, you know, their best player being guarded by him. Boy, he is surely going to make him work.
Celtics basketball brought to you by GoPay. Score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Go, celebrating 125 years of fueling every journey. Official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. It's an emotional day. The last game of the year, we talked about Jim Edmonds, the 45-year television director for the Celtics. Came in with Mike and Tommy. 1981, Mark Jones, his final game for ESPN. Banton's pass eludes Garza, and the Celtics turn the ball over immediately out of the timeout. So Orlando will get the ball down by 13.
Looking for a nice post up there with Garza. They wanted to pound the paint.
Desmond Bane played the first 6 minutes, didn't play again until 10 minutes to go in the game. But Orlando going for it here. Starters in early in the fourth quarter. Banchero, jump pass. Black steps to the corner. His three is short. Rebound pulled down by Harper. Orlando had a couple of threes go early, but they just had not had it going at all when they've needed it in the second half. This is why they brought Bane here, so they could shoot better. Banton throws out to Ron Harper. Right side of the floor. Calling Shireman to come out and set a screen. 7 on the shot clock. Harper drives right side. Falls away baseline. Tough shot. Way short. Now the Magic starting to turn the Celtics water off a little bit. Here's Banchero driving into Shireman, goes right through him and scores. Now it's down to 11.
There's a big train coming at you, man.
7:18 to go. Shireman against Wendell Carter. The Magic need to pull this out. Shireman down the right side. Pump fake. Good job by Carter. Bounce pass Garza. Handoff Jordan Walsh. Deep three left side. Short front iron. Rebound comes right back to him. Walsh kick out. Open Shireman. Up fake. Steps to his right. Three in the air. No good. Back iron. Long rebound. Fielded on hot by Banchero. Diagonal lead. Carter releases. And Shireman gets back. Knocked the ball away, but they're going to call the foul.
That's a great hustle, though. Come on, great hustle. Get back in the play. I'm not sure if he didn't just get the ball. So he got him on the arm going up. But just a hustle to get back in that play.
Now the Magic finally realized the sense of urgency has settled in on the defensive end. They got plenty of time here. Carter can cut it to 9 with 6:55 to go.
Carter in this game has been invisible. He hasn't scored.
Until now. First free throw is good. 5 rebounds for Wendell Carter. So I mentioned Paul Pierce's 2009. My fourth choice was the emotional one, the feel-good one, which was the Isaiah Thomas 2017 season. 3 and 2, I had a great deal of difficulty. As Wendell Carter bends the knees on the free throw. Knocks it down. He gets both. So 7-0 run here for the Magic. They've cut it from 16 to 9. Clock rolling with 6:52 to go. Banton moves it to Garza left side. Bane guarding him. Garza picks up his dribble. Someone's got to help him out. Oh, he put it to the floor. He didn't pick up his dribble. He stumbles in the paint, gets a shot blocked, and a loose ball foul. And now it's starting to come apart for the Celtics.
Garza,
real life is settling in now.
Garza going into as a whole gets picked up a foul, 14th foul now on the Celtics. So from here on in, Orlando's going to be shooting free throws.
This is what they do. Lead the league in free throw attempts. It's over in Philadelphia. The Sixers win their game as Banchero drives off balance, misses. Banchero just 6 of 20 here today. Shireman through the center court logo. Boston by 9. Shireman driving left side, spins on Black, stumbles. They got to call something. It's either a foul or traveling. It's traveling.
Wow. I thought they might get pulled in.
So the Sixers have won their game. Toronto is up by 30 with 4 minutes to go. So it is up to the Magic, whether they are the 7 or the 8 going into the play-in. They have to come from behind here to get that 7. Here's a kick out. Suggs, open 3, no good. Back iron, Celtics dodge one. Banton grabs the rebound. Boston hangs on to the 9-point lead, but Bane knocks the ball away from Banton. Loose on the floor, Suggs. Good hustle play, pushes it ahead to Anthony Black. Black drives past Garza, runs it up and in. And the Celtics have completely fallen apart on the offensive end. 9 straight now for the Magic. They've cut it to 7, 101-94. Now it looks like the way it's supposed to look here. Celtics bottom 9 against the Orlando starters. 5:40 to go. Garza down the left side. Picks up his dribble. Shot clock down to 6. Throws it out towards Shireman. Shireman going to have to make the play here against Wendell Carter. Shireman falls away, feeling contact. Terrible shot, air ball, shot clock violation, but Suggs comes away with the rebound, so they're going to let him play. Suggs for Bane. Bane runs right into the back of Tanjay. Scoops it up, no good. They're calling a foul on John Tanjay, and more free throws here. Orlando just piling up the points from the free throw line, and Bane will cut it to 5 here with 5:21 to go.
Wow, look at Bane with that arm. Boy, he just went right into Tanjay. Boom.
So everything is set now in the Eastern Conference with the exception of the 7-8 game and where it takes place. The 9-10 game will be Miami at Charlotte. The 8-7 game will be Philadelphia at Orlando. Magic will get home court if they come back and win. Philly will get home court if the Magic cannot win this game. The 6-3 series will be Atlanta at New York. 5-4 series will be Toronto at Cleveland. Bane misses the second free throw. Rebound Tanjay. 10-0 run here for the Magic. 101-95. Boston by 6. 5:13 to go. Celtics have not scored in 3.5 minutes. Shireman, left-hand dribble, driving on Bane. Mid-block, kick back out. Tanjay going to try a 3. Celtics need it, and they get it. His 3rd of the night. Career highs all around. 13 for Tanjay. 104-95. Banchero live for Anthony Black coming in, flying over everybody from the backside. Wow. Garza with a step ladder wouldn't have been able to block that shot. He flew so high. 104-97. Boston with the ball, 7-point lead. 4:42 to go. Garza. One dribble. Shireman being fronted, has to come get it. Shireman steps back into a 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound tap. Back tap by Banton to Tanjay. Tanjay was stripped going in. Fans want a foul, don't get it. Banchero running up the middle of the floor, lays it up and in. 5-point game. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. For 40 minutes, the Celtics were about to shock the NBA, but real life has struck. A 14-2 Orlando run, and it's going down to the wire. 4:21 to go in the season finale. Boston 104, Orlando 99 on the BetMGM WR.
Time to celebrate 10 years of Blink Smart Security. It might be our anniversary, but we're treating you to big deals. Whether keeping an eye on your backyard, seeing your packages arrive in crisp 2K, or checking on your cat from your daily commute, stay connected to home right from your phone. Save now on doorbells, cameras, floodlights, and more. 10 years, millions of homes, a whole lot of deals. Shop Blink's 10-year anniversary sale now.
Doug, there's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, Jeep Wrangler and Ford Bronco owners, when spring hits, swapping your hardtop for a soft top is not how you want to spend your weekend. And then, where to store it? Introducing Hardtop Hotel. Their pros come to you, remove your hardtop, install your soft top, and safely store your hardtop all summer. No lifting, no storage stress, just more open-air days. And for a limited time, get 10% off with promo code HARDTOP10. Soft top rentals are also available, so get the most out of your Wrangler or Bronco this summer with Hardtop Hotel. Visit hardtophotel.com to learn more. Life can be difficult, especially for those struggling with addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, contact New England Recovery Center today. At New England Recovery Center, you'll find compassionate staff providing inpatient detox, clinical stabilization services, and individualized treatment. All major insurance plans accepted. Visit newenglandrecoverycenter.org or call 877-MY-REHAB for more information. The road to recovery starts at New England Recovery Center.
Regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Bon Jovi's on 105.7 WROR. After the game.
4 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock. The Celtics in the last 3 minutes have been outscored 14-3. Their 16-point lead is now 5, 104-99 with 4:21 to go. Magic going all out, playing basically everybody, including getting Bane back in the game to try to get this game and get home court on Tuesday night. They will play the Philadelphia 76ers in the 7-8 game to determine the Celtics' first-round playoff opponent. The only thing we don't know about the East playoffs now is where that 7-8 game will take place. If Orlando comes back and wins, it'll be in Orlando. If they can't, the Magic will have to go to Philadelphia to play. And the winner of that game, regardless of where it's played, will be here in Boston next weekend for Game 1 of the East quarterfinals.
It's crazy to see Orlando now kind of turn it on, act like they really want to play this game. They were just kind of going through the motions. Van Carroll stepped in now, playing well. All the loose balls they're starting to get going their other way. Van Carroll with 21 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, so he can get a triple-double here.
Ball in the hands of Jordan Walsh. Celtics are just joining us here down the stretch. Sat their top 9 guys tonight. Walsh down the right side against Carter. Wraparound pass, throw it away. Picked off by Black. Orlando can make it a one-possession game now. Suggs drop for the trailer. It's Anthony Black. Finds Desmond Bane. Left-hand dribble. Driving strong. Scoops and misses a layup. Wow. Rebound Jordan Wall. Celtics dodging bullets here left and right. Shireman. Bounce pass late. Tonje lobs it for Garza all alone. And he flips it up and in. And the Celtics push the lead to 7. That's a huge 4-point swing. Yeah. Should have been a 3-point game. Now it's Boston by 7 with 3:39 to go.
Big miss going right across his body for layup.
This would just be a brutal loss for the Magic. Bane straight away against Jordan Walsh. Gets it back from Suggs. Bane against Walsh. 4 on a shot clock. Bane spins, drives, scoops, no good. Rebound Jordan Walsh. And he gets it away to Banton. Magic got this thing going, but did they wait too long? Banton deep on the right side, has an opening, attacks the paint, scoops to the left hand, no good. Offensive rebound. Guess who? Luka Garza, but he misses the putback. And the rebound for Wendell Carter. And Jamal Mosley wants that use it or lose it timeout here with 3:06 to go. We'll keep it here with the Celtics up by 7 and sort of finish this conversation. I think is going to continue. So I went with a Isaiah Thomas season, 2017, that everybody remembers, 4th on my list. 3 and 2, I simply could not choose between what the toughest dilemma I had, and you just realize how outrageously good he's been, is picking a Jason Tatum season of the last 4. Eventually, after going back and forth a million times on it, I picked last year as Jason Tatum's best year. He was neck and neck with Giannis for MVP of the Eastern Conference, 5th in the MVP voting. His game just continuing to evolve. And between that and this year's Jaylen Brown season, I could not choose between the two of them as the 2nd and 3rd best that we've seen.
Okay. I'll give you that. When you talk about Jason Tatum, I think because he's been so good and so consistent, it's hard to pick years that have been separate. His, way he emerged and came into this league, he's going to have some highlights which will go on forever. One of them which will always remember was he came in and dunked on LeBron as a young player, and then was so excited you ran into LeBron. LeBron was like, "Yo, man, who are you?" No, he found out later on.
That leaves only one at the top of my list. This is the only dilemma I did not have because it's not close in our 25 years. And to me, I was still voting for MVP back then before they changed the rules as to who was voting. I voted for Kevin Garnett as the MVP in 2008. To me, it was not even close. And that is the single best season that we've seen in our 25 years was Kevin Garnett 2008.
Stepping in here off the bus. It has been absolutely crazy. You're talking about shooting the basketball, attacking the rim, defensively. The way he was able to transform this team, and what we saw was the fact that the emergence of Kevin Garnett, as Paul Pierce said, it was your team, but I'm the big ticket. And he came in, and that year, he was the ticket.
Orlando had extra timeout to use. They're taking another one here with 3:06 to go, trailing by 7, 106-99. Jamal Mosley coaching this like a Game 7 because they want that home game on Tuesday night. You know that Sixer fans and the Sixers themselves in their locker room right now, I guarantee you they got ESPN on in the locker room watching Mark Jones' final game, hoping the Celtics can hang on and get them an extra home game on Tuesday night. 30 for Shireman, 27 for Harper, who hasn't played a ton in this fourth quarter. I'm surprised that Ron Harper ran back to the locker room. We haven't heard anything. But not being out there, I can't tell if he's on the bench or not. That has really hurt the Celtics here, not having Harper. He's played 37 minutes.
Remember he had that problem where he twisted his ankle in one of those games and didn't play.
All right, Orlando down by 7, 3:02 to go. Here's Banchero down the right side. Jordan Walsh shuts that off. Entry towards Wagner, knocked away. Ball loose, grabbed by Banton. Magic called 2 timeouts to set up a play, and they turn it over. Celtics by 7, 2:51 to go. Baylor Shireman gets a screen from Garza, spins to his left. Bounce pass into the corner. Banton with 12 on the shot clock. Driving baseline. Bounce pass in the paint. Garza flips it up and gets the bounce. It crept along the rim like a putt at Augusta, circling the cup before falling in. Celtics by 9, 2:32 to go. 108-99. Are they going to pull this off? Banchero drives and gets fouled. Reach in, Jordan Walsh. Celtics are over the limits. This is free throws for Banchero. And if I'm Jamal Mosley, I'm giving the ball to my fullback right now. Every possession, just drive in there and get free throws.
Absolutely. Take the punishment, big fella. That's why we got you here. Use that big body, go through people.
Orlando led most of the night by as many as 11.
The Celtics are challenging here.
Celtics, their Banchero shoots the free throw, but they were blowing the whistle.
Celtics want the challenge.
They're not going to let them.
Wow. Wow.
Joe Mazzulla not happy. Barkin and Matt Myers, the younger official, they would not let the Celtics challenge, and now Banchero, who missed the free throw that didn't count, makes the one that does.
Well, what he was saying was that Jordan Walsh said he hooked me. He went into my arm. He said, I was essentially pulling away. That's why they wanted to make that challenge.
Joe just said something that made the referee, Matt Myers, laugh as he walked by him. But Banchero hits the free throws. 108-101. Celtics by 7, 2:26 to go, and you got 5 guys on the floor that basically have not been in this position before.
Wow.
Garza, big push off. A window, Carter to get free. Shireman comes to get it. Shireman turns the corner, floats it back out to Garza. Extra pass for Jordan Walsh. Left-hand dribble drive on Banchero. Jordan Walsh floats it back out to Shireman. 5 on the shot clock. Quick 3. No good. Back iron, and the rebound belongs to Franz Wagner. Quick outlet to Banchero. Orlando down 7. Lead for Bain. Open 3. Got it. Jordan Walsh couldn't get there in time, and it's a 4-point game. Under 2 minutes to go now. 108-104. Boston the lead. Fans trying to drag this Celtics group over the finish line somehow. Banton moves to the Shireman. Shireman driving on Suggs. Gets him to the dotted line. Shireman turns. Bounce pass in the paint. Garza grabs it. Has it knocked away by Wagner. Celtics turn it over. Loose ball foul on Garza.
Shooting.
Yep. Celtics just turning it over now, seemingly on every possession.
Garza trying to do too much in the paint with that basketball. Gets it, trying to bring it into the body. But Carroll was there. It's so strange when we think Wendell Carter only won 2 points in this game. And Celtics won the challenge again, but they probably want proximity foul you talked about before. This is the only way I can think if you're challenging here. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Celtics going to challenge here. The other challenge, they felt they had a chance to win. And reading Joe Mazzulla's lips, he's talking about the gather. So 1:37 to go. 108-104. I'm not sure the Celtics are going to win this challenge, but the reason you do it here is this is the difference between 2 free throws for Orlando and getting the ball back. So you'll hear the voice of Curtis Blair here, the crew chief, in a second. Joe Mazzulla getting increasingly heated. 97 seconds on the clock. If the Celtics lose the challenge, Carter will get 2 free throws and try to make it a 2-point game. Celtics came from 11 points down early in the third to lead by as many as 16. But with 8.5 to go, the Orlando Magic finally realized what a epic disaster a loss here would be. And from that point on, the Celtics have only scored 7 points in the last 7 minutes and outscored 19-7 with 2 free throws potentially coming.
Philly, what they're looking at now, they're saying they want to make sure here. They want to make sure that the Celtics are.
I didn't look at that very long. It almost feels like Joe called that one out of spite. I'm not sure if the officials knew what the Celtics were challenging. So it was an entry to Garza. Garza gathered the ball. Wagner clearly knocked it away. The only thing you could get was say that Wagner fouled him first. And then Garza and Carter collided, going for the loose ball, and that was the foul on Garza. It's going to give Carter 2 free throws to try to make this a 2-point game with 1:37 to go.
Gathering, playing. It's funny how these games kind of turn around. And the Celtics really deserve to win this game. I don't know if they win or not, but give Orlando credit. Wendell Carter knocks down the first of 2.
Second one will make it a 2-point game. Celtics led this by 16 with 8.5 to go. They've only scored 7 points since. For whatever reason, Ron Harper is not back in the game, and that was a big difference. Second free throw missed. Celtics have the rebound. 108-105. Boston by 3. Clock rolling. 131, 130, 129 to go. Banton, signed yesterday, is now at the point in a 1-possession game in the final minute 20. Watched by Wagner. 7 on the shot clock. Banton has the ball poked away. Clean steal. Franz Wagner has it. Goes the distance. Fumbles it. And gets his flip shot blocked by Shireman. Offensive rebound, Bane. Orlando has to bring it back in the half court. Down by 3 with 1:08 to go. Wagner couldn't score on the breakaway, though. Bane, left-hand dribble, driving, kick out in the corner. Banchero stepped out of bounds. He put that back foot back, and he did it in the wrong place because every Celtic on the bench was screaming that Banchero was out of bounds, and he was. Boston gets the ball up 3 with 1:01 to go.
Man, what a steal that was by Wagner, and what a recovery it was.
One final treat in this extraordinary regular season. Boston up 3, 48 seconds to go. Garza finds Shireman. Shireman turns the corner, past Franz Wagner in the paint, kick out. Tanjay, 3, bounces short. Rebound, Banchero.
The ball.
Floats it ahead. Suggs, pull up 3 to tie the game. Got it. And the inevitable has become reality. The 16-point lead is gone, and we start over again. Celtics will get the extra possession. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. 34.8 to go. Celtics and Magic tied at 108.
Well, it's one of those things, again, where you look at the game and you see it being played, and you say, wow, how are the Celtics ahead? Celtics were just outplaying these guys, out-hustling these guys, but eventually the talent of Orlando kind of came through.
They cinched up defensively is what they did, and they've held the Celtics to 7 points in the last 8 minutes. Celtics led 101-85 well into the fourth quarter. Now 23-7 is the run to close it for the Magic. We're tied at 108 with 35.5 to go.
Well, look at who's going to be the shooters out there. Who's going to be the guy stepping up to take them? Sharman has been the guy, but you said you would love to have seen Harper, but Harper doesn't come back in this game. Somebody else has stepped up and take the shot.
This fascinating year, almost a microcosm for the Orlando Magic season in this game today, because they had a second half lead completely disappear. They looked terrible at times. This is a team that gave up a 32-0 run at Toronto a few weeks ago. But late in the season, they've won 5 games in a row to try to salvage it, move to the upper ends of the play-in, and this entire game, a microcosm of that, just when it looked like all was lost. They go on the 23-7 run to tie it, but Celtics should get last licks here. They got the 2-for-1 with 35.5 to go.
Bounce the ball first.
Banton got to get it in, and it's quickly knocked away by Carter out of bounds. Magic arguing should be a turnover, but it'll be off Carter. Celtics do not have Harper available. So Banton has to trigger the inbound. Someone's got to get open. 5-second count begins. Banton gets it in safe for the Garza. Garza turns, fires a quick three, and he hit it! Luka Garza just turned around from the wing, knocked down a three, and the Celtics have the lead with 31.6 to go. 111 to 108.
Are you kidding me? You are kidding me. That's ridiculous. They crash dummy. Wacko! Wacko, 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 wacko.
27 and 11 rebounds for Luka Garza, including a turnaround three right in the face of Wendell Carter.
Man, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he has a guy in the space. Carter's up on him. You know it was a 2-for-1 opportunity, but I didn't think he was the guy going to be shooting the ball.
We just referenced the 2017 season that Isaiah Thomas had. Remembered forever as being this pleasurable experience watching that guy every game. This season has been an entire team of having that Isaiah Thomas season.
Yeah, when you think about not having Tatum and to watch Brown kind of catapult himself and put himself in the position to be an MVP, and then this team to win. And countless nights I've heard you say, well, Celtics is going to be tough for them tonight. It's going to be tough for them tonight. Going to Milwaukee, second night of a back-to-back, tough for them tonight. And they go in and they do what you didn't think they were going to be able to do. Now, imagine they have to get something off quick. A 2-for-1 opportunity. Or the Celtics get it back.
31.6 is on the clock. Orlando with the ball down 111 to 108.
Watch out for Suggs.
Suggs has made 7 threes on the final night of the season. He is 7 of 14. The rest of the Magic 5 of 25. Wagner pressured by Garza on the inbound. Muscles in the bait. He almost dropped it. Return to Franz Wagner. Deep three for the tie. Air ball. Offensive rebound. Carter fouled by Shireman. Jump ball. Jump ball called from the backside.
Wow.
Shireman in inside-out position. Carter hooked him, and Shireman, with his arm being hooked, somehow managed to get his right palm on the basketball to get the jump ball with 25.9 to go. Extraordinary. Now, the jump ball. Shireman against Carter. It's in the air. Carter wins it backwards. Suggs is able to go get it in the backcourt. Down to 22 seconds to go. Suggs switches to the right hand. Pull up three. No good. Rebound. Garza's got it. Hand to Shireman. Orlando has to foul now. Shireman lobs it ahead to Tanjay. Tanjay pulls it back out. Orlando needs to foul, and they finally do with 9.5 to go. And they have to foul twice because they had not reached the limit yet. And Tanjay looked like a guy that didn't mind shooting the free throws. He was not giving that up.
Orlando, for a minute, started talking about they wanted to challenge the call. They thought they might have had all basketball, but my goodness, what a feel-good game this would be for the Celtics. They had a foul to give, so take this ball back outside again.
9.5 to go. Banton throws in the backcourt. Jordan Walsh has got it. Banchero has to give the foul, and he does with 7.9 to go. Jordan Walsh, 76% free throw shooter, will now shoot the biggest free throws he has had to shoot in the NBA. With Boston up by 3 and 7.9 to go, Orlando has 1 timeout remaining.
Well, you make one here, you really kind of put this thing, almost put this puppy to bed.
Jordan Walsh, 2 for 2 tonight. Gets to the line about 1 time a game throughout the year. The first one right down the middle.
Wow. Crazy. And I remember you saying in the beginning of this game, lined up right now for Orlando, the guys who weren't playing.
Second free throw. Bounces in. 5-point game. Jamal Mosley will call his final timeout with 7.9 to go, and the Celtics leading 113 to 108.
Wow. I mean, Garza hits the biggest shot of the night. And you battle. That's all you did all night. You battle with your bottom guys. Red Auerbach, let's use his line now. It's not the name on the back of the jersey, but it's the name on the front of the jersey. Celtics, they play with a certain amount of pride. They play with some enthusiasm, some angst, and they just got it done. And now Philadelphia is probably going, thank you. You give us a shot to play a home game.
So we were going to talk to Luka Garza because I thought he'd be the guy, but ESPN just stole him.
Oh, man.
Well, we are going to talk to Ron Harper on this magical night if the Celtics can hang on for the final 7.9. I don't know what you say to the Magic about losing this game other than, again, the perfect chance for redemption. They could go into Philadelphia Tuesday night and win to come back here. And as we said, they can erase a brutal everything that went right for the Celtics this year went wrong for the Magic. But everything gets reset to 0-0 next weekend. Wow. They said they'd rather play Detroit. Maybe they're going to get their wish. But they still have a chance here. Down 5 with 7.9 to go. Wagner, side of the bounce. Watched by Garza. Bane is open in the corner. Instead, he goes to Banchero. Pull up 3 on Tanjay. Bounces wide right. Rebound. Pinballed around. Out of bounds off of Jordan Walsh. It looked like Orlando will get it back. We're down to 2.7 to go.
Celtics, you just don't foul in this situation. You just don't foul.
Jalen Suggs triggers the under out of bounds. In safely. Bane, corner 3. No good. Rebound Shireman. And in a season full of winning games they had no right to win, and in a season full of doing things they were told they couldn't do, the Boston Celtics paint their Picasso on the final night of the season with their top 9 out. They come from 11 down to beat the Orlando Magic by a final of 113 to 108. Simply extraordinary. Back with more on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey, everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
GoodRx does GLP-1 treatment differently. Some companies offer unproven compounded medications. Some lock you into paying hundreds of dollars up front or raise your rate after the first month. But GoodRx provides FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy tablet, with straightforward pricing 1 month at a time. Plus, you can pick up your prescription at your local pharmacy or have it delivered to your door. That's weight loss treatment done right. Go to GoodRx.com/weight-loss. GoodRx is not insurance. Cancel anytime.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound. Shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection. So you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Wi-Fi is starting at $19.95 per month. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
You can't win.
Man.
This is the Picasso you guys just painted on the final night.
That's why you love it, man. That's what, you know, feel me? We waited 81 games for this. I feel like the guys capitalized.
It just seemed like every time you guys came out, your enthusiasm, your attitude, you weren't giving up on that game. Garza comes in, hits some crazy shot at the end, was unreal.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, we just got a next man up mentality. No matter who's up on the floor, no matter how the game's going, you know, we all got one common goal, and we all know what we're driving for. So, you know, you're just going towards that. The coaching staff, our teammates do a good job of instilling trust and confidence in us. And, you know, we just went on the court and took care of the rest. Great win.
How excited were you this morning knowing what this game was going to look like? Because I know, talking to Joe before the game, this is like Christmas morning for him.
Oh, yeah, man. I was excited. I knew it was going to be a good day. You know, just wanted to come out here on my birthday, wanted to capitalize, you know, and it's probably the best birthday I've done had up to date.
What's it like when you see your teammates on the bench in street clothes, loving every second?
Oh, man, hey, it's amazing. You know, that's like I said, just instilling trust and confidence. You know, they know that we do this. They seen it before. So, you know, just being able to go out there and show the world and see how happy they are for us, you know, it means everything.
Well, just enjoy it, my friend. You guys deserve it. All your bench guys, the get-ready guys tonight, you guys were exceptional.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
You said your mom got the first text in the Houston after the Houston game. Who gets the first text in, you think, tonight?
Oh, my mom here, so we good. We about to go to dinner, have a good night. Feel me? It's my birthday, so, you know, might get crazy, but it's like, nah, but it's going to be a good night. Mom's definitely going to get the first text. I might have to give her the jersey, too.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Appreciate you guys.
Ron Harper joining us after this 27.7 rebound, forced this game. Welcome into Amiga Post Game Live. How do you process everything that the Celtics have done throughout the course of the year and then just encapsulating it in a single night here today? Celtics basketball presented by Amica. They build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. Let's get the business out of the way first. 24 assists on the final night of the season. Celtics hit the maximum with the Delta Dental, donating $25 for each one to the Tough School Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Visit 98.5 the Sports Hub/veterans. See how they're connecting every veteran in need of oral health care in Boston to a dental home at no cost. Just staring down at this third quarter, staring down at the guys that did it in this third quarter with Ron Harper and Baylor Scheinman knocking down a bunch of threes. Luka Garza signing autographs here on Fan Appreciation Day. Celtics giving away sneakers and jerseys and stuff like that to the fans. But I can't imagine there is a souvenir or an autograph you could sign that is a better gift to this fan base than the season the Celtics just gave them.
Yeah, I mean, to win a game like that is unreal. Brown coming off the floor now, you know, and it's a, these are the guys. Brown used to all the excitement, all the, you know, people cheering him, but the guys who came off the bench, what they did tonight, unreal.
Career highs. Shireman for Tanjay at 13 off the bench. He played 30 minutes in this game today. And what it means for the Magic, well, that could be an interesting topic too, because they still could very well be back here next weekend, but now they're going to have to win the play-in game on the road. We will sort you through all of it. The Eastern Conference playoff picture put a wrap on this extraordinary 82 games that the Celtics just played, ending with their 56th win, maybe the most unlikely of all of them. They beat the Orlando Magic on the final night of the season, 113-108. We'll wrap it up next on the BetMGM WR.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Download today.
Bon Jovi's on